Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. Oh, there's the game. How's everyone tonight? Yeffelin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, 2:30 a.m. Oh, I should take that screen off. Hey, thank you so much for the cheer, Crimson Riot. Happy birthday. Well, it's not my birthday, Crimson Riot, but thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's awesome of you. Where did you hear that it was my birthday? Close enough. Anyways, thank you so much for the 100 bits, Crimson Rights. You are always here, always supporting. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being 10 a.m. stream. Is it 10 a.m. for you? It's 8:30 p.m. for me. How's everyone tonight? Let me just get some stuff going for my duplicates so they're not idle, and then I'll tell you what's going on here. Hey, what's up, Potat? What's going on? Towering Ben. Good evening, Towering Ben. Welcome to the stream. And Weird Token Figure, welcome as well. Hello, everyone. How's the audio, chat? Got two cats right beside me here, so they're a little bit distracted. 10 a.m. stream. Yeah, this is usual. Oh, 10 minute. Is it? Yeah, 10 minute already? Oh yeah, it's 7 minutes so far. Hey, what's up, Uchi? What's going on? Hard hat stream. Yeah, Kevin. Hey, what's up? I don't know if this is gonna work, but there you go. I promised. It doesn't fit very well. There may be some duplicate deaths if I have to wear this hard hat the whole stream. I was just commenting about the stream and oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to remove that from the last episode. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little bit somewhat too many things going on. I got confused as to what was happening. What's up, Flying Rado? The new DLC looks interesting. It is amazing, the new DLC. I'm really enjoying it. Hold on, let me try to move my headphones back a bit. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, this is the mechatronics engineering hat. I could play without headphones. Kind of I can't hear myself, so I don't know how loud I am. So we could. How about that? Ethan Ani Duplake. All right, so we'll see how long I can take this, but I did promise the the hard hat stream, didn't I? All right. So let's go over what's happening in this asteroid. Mechatronic engineer to rocket pilot. Looking good. Thanks, Crimson Riots. Okay, so we're picking up basically 10 cycles or so from where we left off. What that says, gonna play the DLC later with the added job role biome from PPP because I think that fits. You're right. Oh, you're right, actually, Potat. One of the beta plays that I was doing, I got a job role egg from the printing pod. And I think that worked out really well for this asteroid. It kind of fits exactly. Wow, this is like I have to clean my glasses. This is so dirty from getting scuffed up from work. I don't think that's gonna fly. It's gonna give me a headache. So I played a little bit off stream just to do some things so I don't have to spend so much time doing very mundane tasks. So for instance, I had this uncovered. I just put a little bit of radiation blocking. It's not the best, but what I was thinking here is that I already have this very cold area exposed. So maybe I'll put the rad bolt generator here and then just block it off with insulated tile. And then I can keep the generator cold when I'm doing research. And then I'll put it like somewhere down here. It's kind of what I was thinking. This I just blocked off So it's it's half the radiation blocked, I think. Yeah, it's about half. Not very significant, but it's a lot better than them going right into that. And I also put some walls around these turbines, and I spent a couple of cycles trying to figure out how I wanted to do a stable setup for my beacons. And I want this to last for a long time, so I don't want to have to keep redoing it, right? So what I was thinking here is I built this mesh tile. This auto sweeper can access this whole entire room, and I have the doorway here, so this is a stable. I'm going to close this off once I fill it with water, and this pneumatic door here is because eventually I want all this to be filled with water, but just not yet. I'm going to keep this intact. This will be my oxygen generation, but I'm also going to plant corals here. So obviously I want the beacons to work with the corals because that's kind of the point. But I want to keep these intact just in case I have oxygen production problems. Oxygen is really good. Like around here, it's about 3,600 grams, which is actually over here, it's like 4,000 almost. So they're going to get popped eardrums if they continue to go there. But it's looking really good throughout the base. Basically, these corals are doing a lot of work. And remember, we got all these corals, we got all these farm tiles because we had... Oh, they can't even access this. Because... this is kind of annoying. Let's just put the hook up here. Because we had diamonds here, which we were able to dig out and build hydroponic farm tiles with. And then I also have these corals, clam pumps now generating more pearls. So that's why we have so much. We're basically really far ahead as far as oxygen production, pearl production, and now I can start making gum palms here as well. Or refined carbon, well, early rubber, but definitely refined carbon as well. So I can start getting steel. I want to try to get steel this episode, but my main goal is to get off salty sticks. Right now, I'm basically on lettuce, and salty sticks are mostly gone, but I'm basically on the lettuce that I planted in the last stream. So that's kind of my goal: get on beacons, get a sustainable form of fish fillets going, and then work on the sushi bar. Maybe I want to get ore hulls domesticated as well. So that's kind of the idea. Let's see. Does the light intensity affect coral output? Yes. So actually, there's a minimum requirement for corals. It doesn't say here, which is kind of weird, right? You think it would tell you here, but if you go into the thing here, it says the minimum light requirement is 2,500 lux. So 2,500 lux is not like one ceiling light is not enough for 2,500 lux, but you can spam them and you can make 2,500 lux with multiple ceiling lights. The beacons provide 5,000 lux per beacon, so they do a lot better job. And there's going to be a whole bunch here, and I'm going to have one beacon here per duplicant because it's one fish per duplicant for the food, and I'm probably a little bit extra actually because I want to be able to have a surplus. I don't want to have to time on delivery. If anyone's ever heard of that term, I hate time on delivery. I always want to have extra food. And this is going to be my drowning chamber essentially. It's going to be full of water, but actually not drowning chamber, just exploration chamber. This is going to be blocked off, and when they turn into fish fillet, I'll just take them out and send them over to the kitchen. What are the ranch room requirements for aquatic critters? Okay, so I have a video on this. If you want the full TLDR of how to make a stable, but basically, as long as you're using mesh tiles and you have a lot of water connected into the stable. Oh, someone's trapped. I couldn't hear that they were trapped because I don't have my headphones in. Okay, so that's easy enough to get easy enough to get down. Actually, you know what? I don't even need all this stuff. If kitty cats can get herself out, how about you destroy this one? Please jump over on this side. That would be really helpful. Okay, well, of course he didn't do that. Okay, so if you destroy this one and then destroy that one, you're good. Okay, so stable requirements. Basically, it's the same as a ground stable, but the fish don't get overcrowded with the stable size. They get overcrowded with the water volume. So if you have a mesh tile and it's connected to a large pool of liquid, you can have almost as many fish in here as the liquid size, as a total liquid size. So go watch my latest video if you need like a TLDR on, sorry, a more in-depth explanation of that, but that's basically how it works. Do the 3 hydroponic tiles now block water? I think they do block water, but I like to have I like to have the tiles underneath. I think it looks more aesthetically pleasing for the type of builds that I like to do. So that's all. I never. Oh, by the way, let's keep digging down. This is probably a good thing to do while I'm talking here, and then we'll. As soon as I'm done like talking about what I'm planning to do at the start, probably gonna take the helmet off because I can't hear if they get stuck again. And I also can't hear how loud I am. So before it was a single light bulb. Sad, yeah, I know. It was, you could put a single light bulb, and light bulb stretches quite far, right? So so basically where the ladders are right now, you could have the corals right there and it would work. So now there's a lux requirement. Each light bulb produces 1800 lux and 450 at the bottom. So yeah, you have to stack a couple of them to make it work. But there's also a new light. Let me just go in here and show you. Not sure if maybe you've heard of this, but maybe some people haven't. So I'm going to show it off anyway. It's where is it? It's this one. It's the glass jelly ceiling light. So when you research this actually is submergible, and I believe it produces more light, more lux than the regular ceiling light. Although for some reason these don't get submerged very easily. Like I don't know if it's like a glitch or if it's just because the water's constantly moving. Like if the water is, you see how it's always moving, right? I guess the value is not changing or whatever. So maybe that's not it. I don't know. For some reason these just don't flood. Oh, nice. That's cool. These just don't flood very easily, and if they do, it's kind of stuck on flooding. So, anyways, that's that. Yeah, so that's my plan. Get the beacons up and going. Keep exploring. Obviously, I want to try to get steel started, and definitely radiation research. Fish drowning, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, I meant the expiration chamber instead of the drowning. I always call it drowning chamber in my head, and then because obviously I want to say the correct thing on stream, I have to correct myself. But I also have, oh, by the way, I also have chlorine gas here, chlorine gas vent, so I can start growing megafrons as well. And I think it's called megafrons, right? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly either. Megafron. And this is really good because we can make, well, I mean, obviously of the other stuff that we can make, like the usual berry sludge, which is amazing, +3 quality. I could make the fish taco with this if I can get access to tallow. And I might, that's something that I can try. I've never processed tallow at an industrial rate, so it's not something that I'm really into using, like Phyto oil. So this like from slime, and then bleach stone. I don't know how much bleach stone I have on this asteroid in the emulsifier, but whatever. That's an option, right? So if not, then at least I can go to berry sludge if I can get access to bristle blossoms or even pike apple. Who knows? So we'll see. There's a lot of different directions we can go. It looks like my duplicates are idle again. So maybe, or what's this, by the way? This is iron ore here. So we can actually get access to steel pretty early, just before ore holes. This, it's gonna be annoying if I have to listen to that. But I also want to get access to, thimble reeds. I haven't seen a thimble reed yet, I don't think. Oh, is there one right there? Okay, so maybe the play is to kind of go into here, get access to these, and then I can start putting these into the washroom. Okay, so I'm gonna take the helmet off, chat, because I can't hear the game, and I'm just so terrified of a duplicate getting stuck somewhere. So, anyways, I'll put the hat back on when when we do the blowing up tool segment. Okay, now I can confidently speed up as well, and get some progress going. I need the gum palms planted again. So let's get those. I think that's a pretty good spot for the time being. I'm just moving everything over. Like they were here last episode, if you guys recall. The glass light. Yeah, so there's the new light. Better than dealing with mercury lamps. Yeah, like mercury lamps, you have to supply mercury, and it's not always very straightforward. Hey, what's up, Kyle Davies? Have you gotten used to salt water not being weight as it was before? Yes, I have. In fact, I love that. I love because it used to be so bland in the last, like before the update, right? Like water, everything just kind of looked clear, but like glassy, maybe. I guess glassy is the right word. Everything looked kind of glassy and just a straight up color. It was hard to tell the difference between brine and yeah, it was okay, but it always honestly, like visuals for me are such a big deal in games that it dissuade me from using salt water more often. Like that's kind of the reason I didn't like the salinators. It's just because I was like, salt water looks just so boring, right? Even polluted water looks a lot cooler. And look, it's like there's dirt textures for the dirt. It looks really, really cool. So I'm super happy. Yes, yeah, you can produce tallow. I've never done it at an industrial scale, but yeah, you can so you can produce it with the spigot steel. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's not something that I do a lot of, right? So that's what I mean. I don't know if that's feasible for me because I'd have to like figure out a way to do that. Okay, bonbon tree I don't really need. I definitely don't want decreased athletics from the start. -5, definitely would not take auto. And I don't really want irritated bowel. That just, no, I'm not gonna take nails. I'm gonna take the dirt. Okay. So hopefully we get something good. Okay, so what I want to do now is fill this tank. Oh, actually, before I do that, do I have mechatronic airlock? Let's get mechatronics airlocks because I'm going to empty this tank of like all this water, and I want to be able to shut the water off just in case there's too much coming in. So I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, but let me just get that set up. And then, of course, I can run the power up here as well. So this will just be where I shut it off just in case. And then the sequins, I don't want the sequins in here either. Oh, actually, maybe I'll keep the sequins in here. They're all right. I thought it's only from seals. Yeah, well, we just looked it up. Yeah, it's only from seals. What was I looking at in the emulsifier? I was looking at something else. I don't even remember. Let's see, emulsifier. Fire. What was I? Oh, I was looking at biodiesel. Right, biodiesel. That's the one. Biodiesel from phyto oil and slime. Let's see. Brine and salt water is hard to discern. Yeah, it used to be. Now it's brine stays white, I think. Yeah, here's brine. And actually, brine has a little bit of texture too. I just noticed that. I haven't seen a lot of brine in this game yet. I like the updated graphics. I feel like the brine and salt water is now water. Salt water when dropping in lots of water. Yeah, I like it. And by the way, I also like what it looks like when the two mix together, like salt water and water mixing. It's not such a distinct, like, oh, there's a white blob of water inside of your tank, right? That used to annoy me because I really like having the same liquid like in tanks, right? So now if salt water and water get mixed up into like together, it's not that big of a deal. Like I have a little bit of salt water. Actually, that's inside. Yeah, that's salt water. See, it's hard to tell, but it's not like a big blob of white, you know? So it doesn't look like it's polluted or not polluted. Polluted is not the right word. It doesn't look like it's contaminated, which to me has always been a big deal. Okay, so let's put this in here. Actually, where? Okay, so I need to turn it to this way. Oh, I can't turn it that way. Oh well, whatever. I'll just go like that. Nope, don't build that. Nope. Okay, cool. So we'll open that for now, I think. and then we'll get the water flowing. We'll open this up. I don't want to stop oxygen production, obviously, so I'm going to keep this wall up here until it's coming down. And I'm going to save it too, just in case I accidentally get too carried away and I don't notice the water like overflowing. At least I can just come back to this point. But here we go. Let's fill the tank. And then we'll start busting open this area, letting the water sort of flow over. Hey, what's up, Kira? Nice to see you, Kira. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Good clue for thermal properties too. You could make mistakes with brine, not as good as a coolant does others. That's actually a good point too, Kevin. Yeah, you can very much easily tell the difference now. And oh no, Josh, are you stuck? Just get down here. No, you're not stuck. You're idle. Wait, how are you stuck? Just get down here, swim. Oh, you can't swim. I don't think Josh can swim because he's a new duplicate. All right, well, let's help get Josh out. And then we'll see, yeah, we'll get this. So this here, as long as it doesn't, so it's not over pressurizing, it should be okay to close, I think. Hopefully. Oh no, why did you have to, no, Devin, how did you get in there? Okay, oh, because you can swim. I got you. Ooh, I forgot. It's even still, I get a little bit confused by duplicates doing stuff like that. Okay, and we can delete the ladders. I thought Devin was gonna get stuck for sure. Now I'm seeing new textures and natural back walls. Yes, so back walls are really cool. I actually kind of like to keep them, but they do provide a ton of material. I'm gonna close it now because it looks like it's sort of getting full. We'll wait for this to equalize. Yeah, it's very, very cool. The back wall, you can also dig it out now. So the natural back wall is now a tool filter. There's a lot of material there that you can dig out. But like I said, I'm a very visual person when I play the games, and that doesn't change with Ani. So I kind of like having the back wall there. That being said, it might encourage me to use like drywall more often than not, because now I kind of like having the back wall there. So, you know, it looks kind of cool. Okay, let's get some beacons in here. We'll grab some of these guys. We'll put them down in here and get them producing some fish fillets for us. So I want the minimum number I want is 6, maybe a couple more, but I also have to feed them, right? So it's not as easy as just like plopping them. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I need the wall planter so I can start growing starnicles. I probably should have been... Oh no, I gotta delete the... That's kind of annoying. Can I build it here then? I gotta delete the back wall. I have back wall here. So I hope I can build it on top of this. We're about to find out because I want to have a row of 3 here. I'm gonna have corals here, so I can't put it down in that area. I don't even know where it is, the back wall. Planter, it's called the planter, right? Yes, I can build it there. Okay, cool. So we'll just delete this stuff, and then we'll have 3 starnicles here. Not our fault that Josh can't swim. You're right. It's my fault, actually. I should probably upgrade swimming for Josh. Actually, he's got 3 skill points, so I still don't know what I want to do with Josh. I think it kind of makes sense to go into mechatronics engineering. Oh, he can't even... Oh, that's right. Josh can't dig. So he might be a good duplicate that just kind of hangs out and he might be a good artist, maybe. Let's do... Well, not just yet. We'll wait. Carrying is always a good one to get. Let's see, kitty cats. We'll get kitty cats carrying. Maybe crop tending. Devin. I guess Devin would be good for virtual planetarium. Just to get that out of the way. Look at Devin's more. Holy smokes, he has 8. What did he eat? What are they eating that's good meal? He's doing really good. And the cook Gene. Yeah, not sure yet. I need to get demolition at some point so I can destroy this. That's kind of another thing. Okay, let's get the starnicle planted. And then we'll plant all these things and of course the coral. So I might create too much oxygen now with these things and this. So what I'll have to do eventually is probably turn these off and on depending on what the oxygen pressure is. Right now it's already over. It's kind of too much actually. So something to keep an eye on. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know if that came through the mic, but if it did, I apologize. So lime, we need more lime. Okay, let's get some corallium. Like obviously it makes sense to have the beacons doing most of the work for delivering lime, but oh yeah, we can't even build that. I forgot. I have to come up here and build this. Oh, we'll come up. Look, that's not what I wanted. Come up like that. Deconstruct, and we'll build these things. Okay, and then we can also destroy this. Get the water level sorted. You see what I mean, chat? The ceiling lights don't they don't flood very easily. So swimming is so adorable. I keep myself blind to the new stuff, so sorry if I'm a little excited. No, it's all right, Kira. It's all right. I was very excited as well when the swimming first came out. See, only the new biomes back walls, as far as I know. Yes, Kevin, yeah, you are correct. I haven't seen them on any like legacy or vanilla biomes. It's only been on the new ones. It's weird seeing the light hitting you makes you look like you're wearing red lipstick. Kolima, that happens. Yeah, I don't know why that keeps happening with my lighting. I think I need to get so I have like cheap Amazon lighting. Or just it's plugged in, but what I think I need to do is invest some more into proper lighting, so or maybe a better camera. If I don't has better color correction or something. But as long as you guys don't mind the red lipstick effect. Okay, thank you so much, Crimson Riots, for the sip of Esca. I do have a freshly cracked open sip of Esca with me today. Still no sponsorship by Esca, but I'm sure in time, just gonna keep our hopes up. Okay, so let's get the corals here, and then this is going to, yeah, I'm probably going to shut off these corals because if these are working full time, then you know, we shouldn't need all of these. We're just gonna overpressure our base, and it's gonna be bad. So let's do that. Maybe we'll uproot that and uproot that, and then we're going to have a net positive amount of corals anyway because we had 4 before, and now we'll have. Actually, I guess I could uproot this one as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out, and obviously we need some plumbing here. Oh, okay, good. I got all that. Cool. Okay, now these guys are hungry, I think, right? Are they eating? Can they eat from this right away? Make this disable auto harvest. Let's see, they are wild groomed, fresh. They're happy. Did they already eat? I guess they already ate. We'll see. I might want to put a. Where is it? The fish feeder. I may want to put a fish feeder here just in case. This is going to just in case these things are not keeping up. Fish feeder. Put that there, and then get it going right away. Okay, and then yeah, this is probably how I'm going to keep the base for a long time. Just gonna make sure that I'm not making too much oxygen now because I have too many corals, I think. Maybe I'll just delete that one, uproot that, and see what happens. Okay, so also I don't need all this light, right? If I'm not using these corals, I can just take this light out and just leave that for now. It's not that big of a deal. And then we'll have some phosphite here so the fish can actually eat. So phosphite, yep. Okay, cool. So I got phosphite already marked, salt. Let's see if we can get a good duplicate. Okay, snores loudly. Don't want. Okay, Ellie is okay. I mean, creativity wouldn't be bad because decorating takes a long time sometimes. But you know, once it's done, it's done. It's not like an ongoing thing. I don't know. Do we take Ellie, chat? What do you guys think? What does chat think? Do we take Ellie or not? Or do we wait for someone better? The Mimlets would be okay, although I don't think I'm going to need them very much. Anyways, let's keep digging down. The power line has the pump on it, I think. Oh, you're correct. The power line does have the pump. So I guess we'll just deconstruct the lights. I mean, it's only 50 watts of power, which is, it's basically free anyways because we're using the tidal turbines, but thank you, Kevin. So I don't mind taking Ellie and having her be my artist, like my decorator, but I don't really need her at this point in the game. It's gonna be a long time before I have, well, I guess in that sense, it's gonna be a long time before I level her up to master artistry anyway. Kevin said, wait a sec. Yeah, there's two Kevins simultaneously in chat now. Okay, yeah, let's keep going down. We gotta get, this is what I want, thimble reeds. Okay, how do I get down there without causing a huge mess? I might just have to use Muchin as a liquid lock here, which I'm okay with, to be honest. Looted mud might fall in. That might be kind of annoying. I kind of don't want that to happen. Maybe we'll do a natural liquid lock or something if we just go up and put a Muchin here. Before YouTube made me change, I was Kevin Brown. I thought I remembered that. So when Kevin Brown 9206 was at first in chat, I thought you had changed your username, and I remember asking Kevin Brown if you are the regular Kevin. So I was extremely confused as to like who was who. It's kind of a funny situation. I was, by the way, I was very disappointed when YouTube made everyone change their username because I just got started on YouTube and I just got used to remembering everybody's name. and then I had to remember like who you were at like the worst time when I was still trying to learn how to stream properly. Okay, the eggs, I have to start moving the eggs out. Okay, critter sensor. I'm falling behind on this critter sensor. We'll put that right here. No, let's do this first. So shipping, we're going to be moving the eggs out on this rail. So I guess we'll put that on here. No, we'll put it above. Yeah, we'll put it. How do I want to do this? I want to make it so this auto sweeper does not have access to the egg. I forgot to build that in. So if I build this, I guess I have to delete some of these tiles, right? Oh, no, not that. Can I just build over top of it? Yes, I can. So if I want to put the egg in here, but I don't want this auto sweeper to have access to it. I might have to build another mesh tile. It's going to be a little bit annoying. Yep, it's going to be annoying for sure. But that's okay. I made this a little tight. I'm kind of regretting my decision. I suppose I could always just put it like this and just delete that one. That's okay. Not ideal. Or maybe I could have, hold on, maybe I could have done this. Popped eardrums. Okay, so no, I cannot do that. That's okay, this will work. I think. This will work as long as... okay, we'll see. Not ideal, chat, but you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So I want to take the eggs out in this direction. And then what I want to do is I want the critter sensor to check how many eggs there are in this little spot. We'll take a... Again, this is not very well planned out, but it'll work. All right. So I think we'll go in like this. And then like that. All right. Not the most elegant solution, I know, but just bear with me. And then the critter sensor will be here. This is one of the reasons I don't like having very tight builds like this. It kind of makes me mess up sometimes. Actually, in fact, it'll be even better if I just avoid this altogether. Just like that. Okay, and because then this way the egg stays inside of the chamber at all times. I believe if it goes inside the mesh tile, then we start to have it running into issues where the critter sensor has to function back and forth. And like it'll say there's too many eggs, then not enough eggs, and too many eggs, and then we can have a situation where the egg will bypass this chute. So what I want to do is only send eggs through, like out of this room, if there's not enough eggs present to replenish the population. So let's wait till they build all this, and then all the rest of the eggs will end up dropping in here. And at that point, I will take the eggs out. Oh, sorry, I will take the fillets out when they hatch, and the eggshells, of course. Okay, so this is done. So now, my critter sensor, if the egg count in this room is below, let's say, I don't know what the right ratio is going to be, so we're going to have to play around with this. Let's say if it's below 3, I want this to be open. Okay, so I'm going to put beacon eggs on here. And also fillets, because there's obviously going to be fish that die here. And then eggshells. Okay, so there we go. The egg drops in here. I think it just sent a couple through because there was too many eggs that it picked up at the same time. But that's okay. Now, when this has a count of 3, this chute should close and all the eggs should remain. Should keep going past. That's the idea. So we'll see if that works out. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way I want it. I'm the real Kevin Brown now. Hey, what's up, Uther? I want to be Kevin Brown too. Everybody can be Kevin Brown. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so this, yeah, hopefully this works. We'll see. We'll just keep an eye on that. There's a little bit of siltstone there, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't like having that in the way. And of course, we'll sweep everything. Okay, I don't know if the mod works for better overlay or whatever, pop-up overlay. But okay, anyways, let's keep going this way. Oh, I already opened this up. That's okay though. I don't think, it can't. A little bit of polluted oxygen came through. Not that big of a deal. It should, if I just put some mulch in there, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Let's put this right here, and we'll make a little liquid lock. Bring a couple of these guys, put them right here, empty it, and then we can start getting access to all this. Get some ladders. Am I Tom Hanks and Somalia pirate movie? You might be disappointed, but I've never seen the movie, so I'm not exactly sure what that reference is. So this should be an adequate liquid lock, I hope. There we go. Okay, why? No, don't harvest that. Okay, you know what? You can go ahead and harvest it, I guess. But this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted this uprooted, and then we can get into Atmo suits as well. Although I would be kind of disappointed if they wore Atmo suits all the time. So I think I'm only going to have Atmo suits in like in locations where it starts to get very hot, because I kind of like to see them in their little outfits and stuff. Oh, there's like saltwater guys are here. Nice. Did I already have that? Did I already say? I can't remember. Okay, and then thimble reeds into here. So this will take care of the polluted water that's accumulating. And then eventually I'll probably move this out of the way. This is not in the ideal location. But here we go. We got 2 eggs now, and we have a lot down here. So we'll see how that works. And then thimble reeds. Cool. We need some more gum palms. Gum palms need sulfur, so I have to eventually start renewing sulfur as well. So for now, let's put sulfur on here so we can see. And let's see who we got from the printing pod. Okay, oh yeah, this is the same selection. I think I'm going to, you know what? Let's take Ellie. I kind of like Ellie. Ellie's always been a fun duplicate to have. And we have, well, we don't have enough food yet to sustain Ellie. I think we'll be in a food negative once we take her. By the way, am I cooking raw shellfish? Am I able to do that? Yeah, I should be able to. Oh, you have to select that? That's kind of annoying. Oh, there we go. It should be okay now. So we should be okay on food. I can always replant more salty sticks. So that's not the biggest deal. Let's take Ellie. And then, of course, we're going to give Ellie swimming. So we don't have an issue like we had with Josh where they get stuck. So everybody knows swimming now. Let's go back to schedule and we'll put Ellie with Jean. Okay, cool. Food has decayed. By the way, I put all my Pokeshells in here as well, chat. This is just way better to deal with than having Pokeshells running all over the map. Like these things, there's so many of them. Sorry, Kevin. You must have seen that clip, surely. I don't think so. I don't recall that clip. Weird says, hello friend, had an emergency at work, so had to step away. No worries, that's all right. If you have to go, that is totally okay. You don't have to apologize. You got things to take care of, so if you have to go, if you're lurking, that's fine. Okay, so we got 2 eggs in here. So this is sending green signal still. Okay, cool. How's oxygen? 3,300 grams. Oxygen is doing pretty good. I suppose. So what do I want to do next? We have food coming on the way. Ore holes would be kind of fun. Hey, thank you so much, Henrik Larson, for the subscription on YouTube. Appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? I think maybe let's explore this part of the asteroid. Just keep digging underneath. I like how the sand just kind of falls. It spawns and it just falls in because there's nothing preventing it from. Oh, we should deliver pearls as well to Minnow. So we'll do that. We'll come in here, build a couple of ladders. Okay, so you offered us 1 gasket, 2 fluke coral seeds for 200 pearls. Yeah, don't even really need that at this point, but we'll get her some pearls, and then we can get her to the next area wherever she's gonna go. Probably, if I had to guess, probably somewhere over here. I already discovered this. Her sprite usually shows up wherever she's going to end up. So nice, and we have oxyferns and mealwood now. So that's fine. Let's go get some mealwood. What's your food source? Just catching up. Hey, what's up, Cap'n Junkie? So right now my food source is salty sticks. I still have mussel tongue. Lettuce is my main source of food that my duplicants are eating, but it's also the bloater fish are in here eating it as well. Cooked seafood is just starting to come online, so I have a lot of beacons here. Well, I should hit suppress current on that, and I can probably take this down to 10 kilograms. We'll see if that's better. So yeah, I'm just switching over to cooked seafood, and then by extension, and I now have lice loaf available. Oh, sorry, mealwood, which I can start making into lice loaf at some point, and probably get on the sushi bar really soon here. The sushi, so you can use nori, which I already have. I have noris down here, lice loaf, and the fish fillet. I can make it into 36,000 3,600 calories of sushi roll, and it's +4 quality. So this is a really easy one to get, like relatively early in the game. So in comparison, for instance, I could go for barbecue and what's it called? Not stuffed berry. I'm forgetting now. Let me just look it up. Barbecue, surf and turf. So surf and turf is also +4 quality. That's the one I was thinking of. But it's made in the gas range, and natural gas is way down here. So I don't have that yet. But really good. And you can get on it super early. And now have nice. So Minnow is satisfied with the pearls. When I played, I gave all my salty sticks away and had to start farming mealwood. I mean, I think mealwood is the right play because salt is relatively, like, there's a lot of salt, but it's more important to use on, you know what? Is there anything else besides this that uses salt? I forgot. Does this still use salt? What uses? Oh, this is sulfur. I think I was confusing it with the gum palms. There's something else that I feel like requires salt. I can't remember what. Anyways, yeah, I feel like salt is more important on this asteroid. So dirt, I mean, you have pips here, right? So you can sustain dirt fairly easily. They make dirt by eating arbor tree, thimble reeds, bonbon, and gum. Actually, gum palm as well, so that's not bad. Let's see if I can get on arbor trees. Fertilization. I also need dirt, polluted water, which I have plenty of. So we'll see which direction we end up going. Slogos, yeah, slogos. Got lots of slogos. We could go on that as well. Slogos also produce, they also produce dirt and lime. Oh, that's right. And they consume the salt, yeah. Damn Universe, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream chat. Sorry, weird token figure says, sorry, I meant I had to all these seeds. Oh, to your fish. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, you know what? If I had a good source of seeds, I would definitely feed it to my fish. But the star nickel should be okay. What is the star nickel needs? What? Oh, the new coquina, whatever. So, anyways, that's that. Okay, let's keep going, digging down this way. Oh, by the way, is there anything new here? Oh, there's something here. Let's see what this is. Cool slush salt geyser. Okay, nice. We got some cooling. That's always good. Not that I really need salt water, but it's a good form of cooling. This one I already know. I think this is volcano, chlorine vent, and what's this? Gold volcano, nice. That is really, really helpful. Nothing else new. Did I already get this? What is this? I feel like I got that already. I don't know what, I forgot what it was. Hot polluted oxygen. So yeah, I don't need that ever. That's fine. See, this is what kind of annoys me, chat, is when you have this seems to be a natural spawn on this game where you always have like one chamber with polluted water mixed in with salt water. Now, obviously, it's okay. It's not dirty. It's easy to filter out. Oh, nice. I like that. There's a little bit of I like how it looks very cool there. Let's dig that out so I can see the full effect. And by the way, now I can start going into, let's keep going in this direction and figuring out what's all the way here. So we can probably start getting all these tidal springs, all those tidal springs making us power as well. And maybe I should keep going on gum palms. What do gum palms need again? Sulfur, right? Okay, so I have 17 tons of sulfur. I'll have to find a renewable source for that as well at some point. And yeah, I have lots of tidal turbines. Let's go get some more rubber gaskets, maybe 4, and then start getting some of these other turbines sort of domesticated and working, producing power. Then we can get on the metal refinery at some point. These ones up here as well are really easy. They're all in the same area. I just have to bring water up here now. Just pump it up. How's the temperature up here? Okay, so I can probably dig all this out. Just go over like that. Dig all this up. By the way, anyone watching the World Cup? Canada tied Bosnia today. What's up, Kev Rocks? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream chat. So I'll be on today until, well, probably, I'm already on for an hour. Holy smokes. I'll be on today probably another hour and a half, chat. So 2.5 hours in total, maybe 3 hours, depending on how it goes. And then try to get lots of progress done today. Definitely want to start doing radiation research, though. So let's start doing that. It's probably fine to just build it right here. And then we'll start building power up to it as well. It's probably time to go on to the conductive wire, I would say. Although I would really like to have metal refineries online before I do that. But I probably have no choice, because if I'm running 480 watts of rad bull generation up here, and plus a material study terminal, it's probably not going to work out in my favor unless I have... Well, I guess I could use regular wire and I could connect to here. We'll see. Let's do that. Let's dig all this out and pump some water up here. I think that's too high. I think that's enough. And then same thing on this side. Pumps a little bit of water up there. And then same thing like that. And we'll obviously get rid of... Let's put that there. I don't want my duplicates going back in here, so I'll just clean all that out. Watching USA versus Paraguay. Who's winning on that one? USA versus Paraguay. United States 1-0. Any new achievements in the DLC? What's up, Zailancer? Not that I know of. I guess I could check really quick here, or a quick Google or something, but not that I know of. No, I'm not really you might be disappointed to hear that I'm not really an achievement hunter, so I don't keep an eye on that sort of thing. But I probably should, so I can I can let you guys know when if there is a change. Okay, so by the way, I do have a video on this, on how to get the DLC started, just in case you guys are new to the DLC, and if you're just joining. I think it's a pretty, like, it's exactly... Hi. Well, how are you stuck? I think it's a pretty comprehensive guide on how to start the DLC, but obviously there's a lot that goes into going in, like, through mid-game. That is, what am I trying to do here? Trying to build Kai out. Can I build this with zinc? Oh, okay. I can use the new material. So get yourself out of here, please. I don't know how you got stuck there. Can't you just go around? Why can't you just jump down here? Okay, there you go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Hey, what's up, Josh? Just joined. Sorry for redundant. Why are chambers empty? Are you going to fill them after? Okay, so good question. Are you talking about these chambers or the chambers that I'm currently building? Because the chambers that I'm currently building, I am going to fill. I should open this up. So that's why they're empty, but I have been digging out a lot, so the water level's sort of been dropping. And that's why I have these chambers already pre-built, so that as I keep digging down and the water keeps relocating and displacing these... Like, the water used to come all the way up here, right? So now that I've dug out, it's very low. So these chambers just keep the water inside of the tidal turbine areas, even if I keep digging. Yeah, so these ones actually, yeah. So the ones that I'm building right now, these ones were never full as far as I remember. Like, I mean, they might have been at the very beginning of the game, but obviously as I started digging right away, these tidal springs are so high up that it wasn't very long until it was empty. So just have to rebuild it. That's all. Not a big deal. It's kind of annoying though, because I have to have all this infrastructure set up just to refill it with water, but that's okay. Actually, I should not put that there. I should put it here. And then this is okay. Good. I was kind of nervous about the fact that I'm digging into the space biome again. Definitely do not want to get stuck in the space biome. It's very cold and brings a lot of cooling into my base. So I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. This is the only exception, because if I build the variable generator up here, there's a little bit of ambient cooling, which I kind of like. So, okay, so material study terminal. Put that, oh yeah, I guess it's gonna come down here, so I have to put it on this thing. So this was redundant, but that's okay. Okay, and then we'll build regular wire, but I think this will be on its own, like, generator or whatever. So we'll have these two tidal turbines supplying the power for this stuff. So we'll put a jumbo battery, maybe a couple jumbo batteries. Hey, what's up, Marius Martin Sinak, I think. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you joining. I found 3x3 sufficient. Why the size upgrade? I just like it visually. I do a lot of things that are not like space efficient. I enjoy having very spacious, sort of very spacious designs. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna take another duplicate. I can go to 8, and I think I can sustain them reasonably well. Actually, I just noticed that my food's dropping because now I have an extra duplicate. So probably not a good idea to go to do another one just yet. Maybe also let's have an extra egg there. Okay. I should have. How many critters are in here? I wish I could see. I guess I have to build another. If I just go like this, 5 critters. So I definitely need more critters in here in order to sustain my dupes. So let's get some more. Grab these guys. And another one. Okay, put that on 9. Yeah, there's a lot that I do that is like this is probably the tightest build I've ever done, and I'm kind of regretting it because now I can't easily expand it if I want to, or make it better, right? Let's take the Pokeshell, I suppose, and we'll move it immediately into the chamber of Pokeshells. So now, actually, I'm gonna put another one here, just so I can keep an eye on the critter count as well, and not just worry about the eggs. 3 should be enough, though. I don't think I need more than 3. Another one just hatched, so they should be doing good. So I'm gonna count the eggs here, and I'm gonna put an automated notifier. I don't have that one yet. Let's get the automated notifier. Okay, so when the critters, if the critters ever go below a certain amount, I'll just send myself a notification that something is wrong. Put it right here. Like, this is completely free to do, so I like doing it. So I want to have 8 critters, all right? Because I have minimum 8, actually no, minimum 7. If it's below 7, then I have a problem. I want them to be at 6 happiness. See, like the issue that I ran into here, and I'll just let you know right now, is I can't put a critter condo in here if I want to, right? That is, so 6 happiness is like the best I can hope for. There is somebody here with 7. How did they have 7? Oh, because they're not tamed yet. They're wild. As soon as they become tamed, they get -1 happiness, and at that point they have 96 reproduction rate. So if you go here to 6 happiness, 97% per cycle reproduction rate. So it's about 1 egg per cycle, which is basically 1 duplicate per cycle that it can support. With 7 happiness, they go up to 112, I believe, which is amazing. But now that I've made this a little bit too tight, I cannot fit the critter condo in. I could move it over, but then the auto sweeper wouldn't get access to everything, which I kind of like. They already can't get access to the eggshells, so I might have to do something about that. Might have to put a door here at some point. The ones, so dude, I love the pool stable you built in the pool. Pretty much the same idea for me. I didn't integrate the starfish. That's a really nice idea. Thank you so much, Josh. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so you can pretty much do any design. Like I said, I kind of do regret not making it bigger, right? So I could put some critter condos in here, but I think we'll be okay with 6 happiness. It's just I have to make sure that I always have someone available to groom the fish. That's all. So automated notifier time. Let's put that into here. And right now my critter count is 8. I want it to remain 8. Hopefully it keeps hopefully it keeps going up because the eggs are probably going to hatch. They hatch pretty quick too, by the way. Vitaly, nice to see you. Kitty Duke. Yeah, we have a Nisbet. Actually, we took Nisbet last stream. And I know Kitty Cats really likes Nisbet, so I took her right away. By the way, Vitaly, I did not forget. I think you were one of the people that asked for it. The hard hat. I did have the hard hat on at the beginning of the stream, but it's incredibly uncomfortable with the with the headphones. This is the work hard hat. I guess I could keep it like this, and the peep squeaks have now hatched from the eggs. So, and I also have some electrical tools to show everyone at the end of the stream. So Digger Marie, let's see, she can get leveled up. We'll get improved carrying, probably sustainability would be a good one. So we'll go for that. Cook Jean, same thing. We'll probably get into here. Joshua, still don't know where I want to take Joshua, so we'll just leave him for now. Kitty Cats is our rancher, so we'll just now that we're actually ranching, we'll make her the top rancher. And then Kai is our mechatronics engineer. I guess she could do with some strength because she does like doing that. Probably be a good idea to have a blast shot maker at some point. And science Devin, I guess definitely improved carrying. Show him the drop down shades. There you go. This really makes my lips look red. I've actually checked the stream opening for the first thing. Nice, so you already saw it. Awesome. I wonder why. Like, if I move over here, my lips are not red. That's gonna be killer with the ladies. Well, it's not. I haven't gotten. Actually, I get a lot of compliments from the boys on the site about this hard hat. Not so much the ladies. If you want to know the truth. You look extra important with that hat on. Thank you, Vitaly. You look like a Star Wars trooper. That's what everyone else says. Hey, Nico. Nice to see you. That's what everybody else says. They called me the Star Wars trooper. Okay, so notification low on beacon. Beacon's low. We'll do a. I like that one. The boing boing. I don't want to pause or anything. It's fine. He needs to wear the Back to the Future mind reading. Oh, that would be so cool. Do they sell that? I love Back to the Future. If they sell that, I will buy it for Halloween. I'll dress up as Marty McFly. Is this saltwater here? Yes, it is. So I can just continue to dig this out, build some ladders here, and just dig everything. I actually have a the Back to the Future Almanac. I bought it on Amazon, and it does actually have all the stats. But weirdly enough, it doesn't tell you who won each like championship. It just tells you the stats of like each season. I guess they didn't have enough pages to print all that. But I bought the almanac on Amazon last year. I was surprised at the quality. Obviously, it's like a fan-made thing, I think. Okay, so we should have cooked seafood coming in. We have pickled meal now we can make too. Oh, that's right. That's right. Before I get too distracted, I want to keep going on mealwood. We're at the edge of the asteroid now. So let's see what we got here. Nothing new in terms of... so we already inspected this. I think this is a gold volcano. There's nothing new other than that. Let's keep going. Oh, here's Minnow now. Minnow now needs sushi. It's a lot of sushi. I have to make you that much sushi? Okay, well, whatever. Let's get a sushi bar set up and start working on that. We can harvest the nori here, so it's not that hard. But I think we need a kitchen. Let's build a kitchen. I guess here is fine. Build a kitchen up here. Take this out, and we'll start. And we'll expand this as well. This is really, really tiny. By the way, I can probably... Let's go to the research and get the... what's it called? Why am I blanking so hard today? I thought I got a good night's sleep, but my brain is just not working at full capacity, I feel like. Okay, the thing that cools the gas. Thing that cools the gas. Where is that? No, not the aqua tuner, but the what's the thing? Old age? No, it's I'm denying the old age theory for as long as I can. What's the thing that cools the gas, chat? I forgot what that thing is called. I probably already have it. No, I don't have it yet. I want to make a here it is. The thermal regulator. That's the one. Holy smokes. Maybe I think I take a sip of Eska. This is the research helmet. I'll check which helmet it is in just a second. I keep forgetting to assign helmets to duplicants, by the way. So grilling. The research helmet is... No, the research helmet's like... It's got a bunch of metal things, I believe. Let's go to Devon. The research helmet is... this one. This one is probably... Somebody mentioned that in chat. Is that the mechatronics engineer? Not really. Kitty does ranching, so we'll give her the ranching helmet. Or sorry, the hat. Josh. I guess Josh doesn't really know anything. He can be a swimmer for now. Ellie doesn't really know anything. And Marie. Marie's our digger, so she can do super hard digging. Oh, the mining helmet. That's the one. Probably. Mining / suit sustainability. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Let's go with that one. Oh, that was so cute. Did you guys see that? If you didn't see that, rewind 15 seconds. They all put their hats on at the same time. Hilarious. Yeah, so thermal regulator. I want to make a called a fridge for my duplicates. But for now, don't really care about the fridge at this point. Just have to keep going on the kitchen. Destroy all this. And we'll put a spice grinder, actually the grill. The kitchen's kind of far away. This is not ideal place to put a kitchen, but I'll have to move all this stuff and relocate it after. Actually, I should get rid of these slogos as well. They're kind of annoying. The electric grill can go here. Okay, the sushi bar. Do I have to unlock that? Yes, I do. Well, they're working on the thermal regulator right now. And then we'll go right into the sushi bar after. Oh, okay, here we go. We need material research, I think. So the good thing I've been doing that. Setting it up. Material study terminal. It's gonna come down here. So I gotta get rid of this ladder and probably this ladder. Bring this all the way down. And then everything's connected. Material study terminal. Down to there. Okay, this one is if it's a green signal. This is the output. Go to here, and I think power is already connected. Yep. And okay, now we can get the rad bull generator. Rad bull generator is gonna go. Well, let's see where's the most radiation. Right on that tile. Like that, and then we'll have to. I have to remember to change the direction of the rad bolts. Nice. There's the thermal regulator, gas reservoir, and everything else. Okay, cool. So no power. Why is there no power? Oh, there's no water in here. Yeah, I guess that would help, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's get some water from down here. Just go straight up. I'm not gonna worry too much about all that. Start pumping all the way up. And then maybe we'll sweep this out as well while we still can. Hey, what's up, Dan? Nice hat, thank you. This is my work hard hat. People have asked me to put it on for the stream tonight, so here it is. How hard of an impact can your hard hat withstand? I'm no expert on hard hats, but it looks expensive. So this is actually an Amazon hard hat. It's only $100 Canadian. It's rated for Type 1 Class C, so whatever that means, if you'd like to look it up. And I got these stickers that people have given me. And here, certified electrician. Remember, kids, electricity will kill you. And this one on the back. Certified badass electrician. Yeah, I'm going to take it off for a little bit, chat. my head's getting hot. So, the thermal regulator, that thing nobody builds and everybody builds aqua tuners instead. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. They're actually super good for building fridges, deep freezers. It works surprisingly well. So if you ever have the opportunity, like go check out my video on how to build deep freezers. I'm pretty sure I show it off there. It is very, very good. Okay, now we're starting to get a little bit low on lettuce. I can always make more lettuce as well. Let's see how this is looking. We have 2 eggs in here. We have 2 eggs. Why isn't... Okay. How many eggs do we have here? Oh, we have so many eggs. Okay, cool. So we should have fillets coming. Now, these do take 25 cycles to die. So unfortunately, we're waiting quite some time to start getting our fillets. I could go in here and do that myself. I could put a poke shell in there actually with an egg. And then it would be really a quick process. But then I would have too many fillets coming out. Like all at once. It would work long term. But I'm just going to have to suffer through it and make sure that I have enough food to last me until then. But yeah, basically, we're going to move the fridge all in here. Whoops. I want to copy settings. Can I not copy settings? Oh, yes, I can. Copy settings there and deconstruct that. And then we'll do the spice grinder. I need the spice grinder in order to make this a kitchen. I never use the spice grinder though. Hey, what's up, Mammoth? Yeah, thermal regulator. Degrade the rapid distance. Yeah, so that's okay. I'm not too... Oh, I forgot to change this. I'm not too worried about the loss because I don't think I need a lot of radiation just yet. So I think it'll be okay, but we'll see. I can always move it closer. I can always put more radiation protection and move it closer. It's just a lot to... I don't want my duplicates too close to it. I don't want to get notifications all day for having for having rads. When I was playing the game, all the other asteroids were out of my reach of my big petroleum ship. So my next step was to build a rad bolt engine, but it ended the farthest that I've ever. That was the farthest I ever got. That's really good. The rad bolt engine is pretty decent. I want to start using it more often next time I get to space. The petroleum engine, it should be able to go, like if you use hydrogen with the petroleum engine, it should be able to make it very, very far. I forgot what that exact spec is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to get to the tear with the petroleum engine. I don't know if you can get back unless you build 2 liquid tanks with the hydrogen. Or something like that. Oh, no, sorry, oxygen. It's the oxygen. Liquid oxygen is the one I'm thinking of. So liquid oxygen and petroleum should give you the maximum distance with, I believe, 4 tanks, but that's very excessive. With 2 tanks is usually what people do. Hey, what's up, Dark Frost? Nice to see you. Here's Dark Frost. Here's the sip of Esca. Are you IBW? No, I am not IBW. Looks badass indeed. Canada does have a king. Okay, I'm not sure what that translation is. Let me see. Utorial. I gotta look up what that is. Translates. I love your content. Would love to see longer series including colonize various asteroids. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry I can't respond in your native language, but so my long form content is my streams. So unfortunately, I'm not like so long form videos. I don't have. I would literally not have time to do. I would have to supplement that from streaming, right? So. Hey, thank you so much for the 5 months, that guy. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the Prime. That is so awesome of you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the 5 months Prime sub. That is amazing of you. Yeah, so if I was to do long form video content, that would literally take the place of my stream. So unfortunately, I can't do that. The long form content that I am making in terms of the Overly Explained series, that already takes up a lot of time because I have to, play through the game. So it takes many hours to get through it in and of itself, and then it's the editing on top of it and all that stuff. Anyways, not to complain about it or anything. I love doing that series. Just the point is that it takes a long time to stream at the same time as making those long form videos. So I'd have to supplement my time with one or the other. So that's the reason I don't do long form content on YouTube that is not live streams. So I try to keep the short content in order to for the videos. So if you ever want to see me like actually play the game, unfortunately you do have to put up with me being distracted a lot by my own inability to talk and make critical decisions. But this is the best place to see me play long form gameplay. But thank you again. I really appreciate the kind words. Healing collabs. I really appreciate you letting me know, coming by and saying that. Hit the like button, by the way. If that's the best way to support the channel, if you enjoy what I do, or if you're just here hanging out, hit the like button. We're still waiting for you here on YouTube. Dark says I prefer the Twitch UI. Yeah, Twitch is a pretty good chat UI for live streams. I have to agree. That's why I stream on both, though. I stream on both because I never, I want people to have the option of going to their favorite platform. So Nico posted in Discord, Doc Brown mind reading helmet. However, someone needs to print it. Oh, it's a 3D printed. That would be so cool. That's awesome. I'm gonna check that out, Nico. Thank you. You also need 2 oxidizer tanks. I don't know if you need 2 oxidizer tanks. I think 1 oxidizer tank can work with 2 liquid fuel tanks. So if you want to go beyond that, then I think you would need a second oxidizer tank. But 2 liquid fuel tanks with an oxidizer, with liquid oxygen, should be able to get you very far with the petroleum engine. Like extremely far, with a big petroleum engine anyway. Like I said, I don't know the stats off the top of my head. I would have to like build the rockets and see. But I know I've done them. I've done like the test before for my video, and I know it can go extremely far. Oh, we have something here. Did I get that already? I already did. Yeah, this is a cool salt slush geyser. So not something that I need critically. In fact, what I need to do is the sushi bar. Am I researching that? I think they're doing it now. I need radiation. That's this. So I'm basically waiting on this. All right. So that's going to take a minute. I could put another one here, and that'll help out because it's sending it. Oh, no, never mind. This is already full. I would have to intersect it here, which is fine. Let's do that. So 1 for each. And then we'll just take that off. Nice igneous rock. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's minnow. That's fine. Let's keep digging down this way, I suppose. Is there anything that I can... I guess I could dig this down. One of the issues with... Not issues. One of the tricks, or one of the... I guess issues you could say, that you run into on this asteroid if you're not paying attention like me, is your duplicants can very easily get stuck on these platforms with no way down because the ladders don't reach the fluids once you dig out enough of your base. So that's something that I have to remember to keep an eye on. And I think I can probably get rid of this. In fact, let's put another tidal turbine here before I get rid of that water. I don't need this coral. This coral can go. Yeah, we'll dig the coral out. Hey, what's up, Sean? Nice to see you. Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone in chat. From the grind in this game, no less. Yeah, it can be a little bit grindy, but it's overall it's really fun. So that's the main thing. What are the new vents for this DLC? Asks that guy. Okay, so if you're referring to the ones that are on your screen, let me see if I can find one. So let me see if I can find one that's not this one. This is a tidal spring. When this is submerged with liquid, it consumes the liquid and then it vents it back out immediately. So you can see it's venting it out currently, and then you can build a tidal turbine on top of it, which makes 300 watts of power. And then so it's intermittent, right? It's kind of like a geyser where it goes dormant, but this has a very quick turnaround. So you'll see it within just this couple seconds. Now it's consuming the liquid, and then once it consumes the liquid, it'll immediately start producing power again. So it's like on and off, on and off. So it's not a constant 300 watts. See, it already started again. It's not a constant 300 watts, but when you have enough of them, running together, you're likely to have a consistent source of power. So it's not that big of a deal to have them go on and off like that. Also, the batteries, you can just build extra batteries so you can store more power when you're not using it all. So that's one of the big vents that, like the big additions. The other one is the polluted, I believe it's the polluted brine vent. Is it polluted, chat? I can't remember. There's a brine vent, and then there's a no that doesn't make any sense. Was it Jeremy? I forgot. There's a brine vent, and then there's also a natural gas fissure, which is not called a natural gas fissure. It's called something similar though. It basically makes, I think it's 87 grams per second of natural gas constantly, as long as you keep mining out the sulfur buildup that accumulates over time. So it's essentially like having a RoboMiner on top of it. It's its own special building, but it's basically like a RoboMiner that keeps it from being plugged up, and it just keeps making more and more natural gas. And it's really good. Go check out my video on my latest video on this DLC, and I kind of go over everything. I try to hit as many of the important features as possible, and from there I kind of give you some ideas on how you can use them early on in your playthrough. Obviously, if you've already made it to mid-game, which if you have already, then congratulations, because the DLC just came out. But if you've already made it to mid-game, oh, shine bugs, nice, then the video probably won't be as helpful. But if you're brand new, or if you've played the beta just a little bit, I think the video is incredibly good to get you started, so you know like what to look for and how you should start your playthrough. Now we need to figure out how to make liquid oxygen. Like, you mean on this asteroid or on your asteroid? Oh, you mean, yeah, now need to figure out. So I assume you're like talking about you. So the easiest way, you have to get supercoolant, because you have to be, well, you probably don't have to. You can make it with other means, but it's going to be a lot slower. The most efficient way is having supercoolant and chilling it down to the liquid oxygen range, and chilling oxygen down to liquid oxygen range. And that's the best way you can probably do it. I figured with Ethan's fast reading skills just betrayed him on your message. Did I miss something? Oh, did I glimpse out you getting a $20 donation yesterday? Nice. Yes, so one of the big YouTubers, the big Ani YouTubers, sent a $20 donation. That was really nice of him. And I felt kind of bad because, so I've talked about this before, so I'll kind of just give a quick TLDR. I don't watch all of the Ani YouTubers. Like there's a lot of them, right? So I just don't have time for every single one. So it was so cool to have somebody like that's like very big and popular come by and send a dono. And it was kind of funny because everyone started recognizing him in the stream chat, and I was like, oh, this guy sounds like a big deal. So I went over to his channel and he has like 80,000 subs. I was like, holy shit. Like, that's pretty cool to have somebody who's kind of, you know, big on YouTube coming by and enjoying the content. It was, what's it called? The Grind. I forgot the channel name already. My brain is just fried today. I think it's because I didn't sleep very well or something. I thought I did, but let me just check. I just subscribed to him yesterday. Where is it? Where is it? Chat. Who was my brain is just totally messed up today. Chat. Who was the guy who came by yesterday? I feel really embarrassed now. It's something. Oh, Grind This Game. I was trying to think of Grinding Gamer or something. That's what I was trying to remember it as. But Grind This Game, yeah. Really cool guy. I like his. I checked out his videos very briefly. I was working, right, so I didn't have all the time in the world to do that today. But I think that's what it is. I think my brain is just totally gone from the day. I need a recharge. I seriously need a recharge day. Okay, I'm gonna get some water in here as well. This is starting to get a little bit low. We're using it a lot for research, right? So probably a good idea. This is like it's probably a good idea for me to well, you know what? Maybe I'm not gonna. Maybe it's not something that I have to entertain. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here. Need to figure. Okay, have you seen any new complex designs invented for this new DLC? I have not seen anything complex just yet. With that being said, though, I don't know if there's a lot that can really be built that's extraordinarily complex. Like everything kind of. So what I like about this DLC is everything just sort of works together, and you don't need complex things to be efficient. Like a case in point is this, the beacons, right? The beacons make lime. You just put them in the same tank as the flue corals. They deliver the lime, actually. It's super convenient. Or maybe the flue corals just consume the lime when it's on top of it. I don't actually know. But you don't need the auto super in here for these things to have it. See? I think you just did it. You like pooped lime or something. And I'm pretty sure it went into the flue coral. I'm not sure. I haven't done enough looking at them to like, what I have to do is close the gates here so duplicates can't come in, and delete the auto sweeper in sandbox mode and see if that's actually that's actually true. But everything just works together in this DLC. I love it. It's so easy to just throw everything in and to make it work. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do read a little bit too fast and I miss messages, so I apologize. Shinebug Farm? Oh, Shinebug Farm. Yes, that will be interesting to do. Let's do that. Actually, let's put these inside of a room. Well, for now, we'll put them in the washrooms. The washrooms, they can delete germs from there. Did I only get 2 eggs? I thought I got more eggs than that. Shinebug. Yeah, I got 3. Where's the other egg? There it is. Put that in there as well. And then we'll close the door. And then I can delete the germs for us. Okay, so these guys are fed. They're happy. They're all tamed. Everything's doing good. There's 8 critters. So maybe we'll even increase the capacity. We do have cooked seafood coming in now, which is really nice. Salty sticks are almost gone. Barbecue is starting to come in as well from the residual meat that's being produced. Oh, and let's check out these. So this is starting to produce power. So this disabled by oh, I have to put I forgot. I did this wrong. I have to put a NOT gate here, which I don't have. Let's go back here and research the NOT gate. And then I'll put that there, and then it should start working. Hey, what's up, Chewy? Nice to see you. Chewy, how are you liking the DLC so far? Did they change the way shine bugs work? Tint asks. I have no idea. Did they? Is there anything? Did anyone hear about that, chat? I don't think so. Like, what would they have changed? The radiation or the amount of light that they output? Grind all games. Yeah, grind this game is the one. I think it's grind this game. Is it grind all games? Grind this game, yeah. Grind this game. Cool guy. Yeah, I really appreciated that the $20 from him yesterday. Not someone that I've ever watched, says Nico. Well, there's a lot of Oni creators. More than I... look at these guys. They're all crazy. I love that they just run back and forth when they got nothing else to do. Okay, let's keep going down. I need to keep going down here, seeing what we got. I probably don't want to dig in. Yeah, this is lots of hydrogen here. Let's keep going on to the end of the edge of the asteroid. See if I can see what's over there, and then I want to get into here. Let's drain all the water, I guess, from here, and then make our way up. Is there a better way to do that? That's probably the best way. Okay, let's get the automation set up as well. The NOT gate. Boom, just like that. And of course the metals. I need refined metals. Let's keep going there. And then corallium. I don't think I need to do any more corallium because now these guys are sustaining my corals. Maybe have one more egg in here though. A little bit. I want more egg production. More egg production from these guys. Actually, circuit's overloaded. That's the first time. Why are they overloaded? What could possibly be taking power? Oh, because it's connected to... no, why is it taking... What am I using? 1400 watts? I can start rebuilding it though. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, this was working for the longest time. Oh, because of this, the rock crusher. Yeah. And the rock crusher. Hey, what's up, Helius, I think, on YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Ethan's versus gotta go at UFC 250 prelims. Are you leaving Vitaly? Is that what you mean? Or are you just saying... are you just asking me if I'm going to watch it? Was Ethan's vid yesterday though? It was the day before. Yeah, it was yesterday. The Thursday. Thursday was the one. Was the day. Sorry, let me get some beacons in here before I run out of food. Is there any more beacons I can steal from the wild? There should be. There's no way I ran out of all the beacons. Circuit overloaded. Everything's happening. Everything's happening. Let's turn off the rock crusher for now. Obviously, this is causing us some problems. 1 second, chat. I'll get caught up with you in a second. No more beacons, huh? There's one here. I can't even access that beacon. Okay, let's go and get this one. Elderly. Oh well. Until we wait for our stable to sort of stabilize, I'm gonna try to get as many as them I can. Here's another one, a beacon fry, and one more. I don't need them in the wild anymore. I just need them all in here. And then I'll get this one as well. Let's dig down. And then get into this cavity. Build like that. Build across. And get ourselves into here. And then we'll get that last beacon on this side. Okay, can't do Shinebug power really. Cramped Shinebugs don't produce light. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. If they change that mechanic. Hopefully they don't get cramped in here. I just want them to disable or to get rid of the germs for me. By the way, Wes, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. We need some drama among Oni content creators to bring in some views. I would prefer not to get into drama, to be honest with you. Oh, nice. I'll take the tender brisket. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's put that in here. Raw shellfish too. No, everyone in the Ani community seems super nice. Honestly, I'm really happy that that I'm not in a different community that is that is not as nice. I think the amount of light, says Tint. I used some Shinebugs. Used to spam Shinebugs to collect nectar on Frosty Planet. After the update, they were all gone. Okay, interesting. How's your trash talking skills? Pretty bad. My trash talking skills are awful. If you don't notice, I probably, well, maybe I don't do it as much on stream as I think I do, but I stutter quite a bit. So, could you imagine me trying to trash talk? Just me stuttering. Yeah, not very good at all. Not very good. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. I love it. Says Chewy minute cycle 30 in 9 hours yesterday. It was a little hard at first sight. I brought the scientist duplicate with -5 athletics. It was a bad idea. Didn't see your tutorial yet. Yeah, the oh, thank you Dark Frost for the Super Vesca. Appreciate that. Let me take one for you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Cycle 30 is definitely no joke. You are you're probably well on your way to getting oxygen now from the corals and things like that, and getting clam pumps. So the tutorial kind of goes over what I recommend is like a reasonably good start on this planet, or sorry, on this asteroid. However, I will like preface it by saying there's no ideal start. I happened to got really lucky on this asteroid because I had diamonds that I spawned with. And the diamonds allowed me to accelerate my oxygen production, my clam pump production for pearls, and my gum pump production. So in fact, I still have some left over. So it's pretty incredible just how powerful having diamonds to start with is on this asteroid. It's basically a cheat code. So if you happen to be in a situation where you can take geodes as your starting asteroid, I'm pretty sure this is the geode trait for the asteroids. It is so powerful. Highly recommend it. But yeah, -5 duplicates. I would. That's one of the ones I would never take at any point in the game. That just sounds brutal. Let's build a what's it called? A rec room. Build a rec room here. Something like this. How big does the rec room have to be? By the way, before I finish this. 96? Okay, this is going to be fine to get started with. Oh, I can't build this yet, can I? Let's go into here. The chair. The beach chair. Oh, I need a lot of stuff for the beach chair. Okay, well, we'll build a rec room anyway, just for now, and then we'll have it ready to go. The sushi bar. I should have the sushi bar unlocked. Still no sushi bar. Oh, I'm still waiting for radiation research. Why is this no power? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, here we go. This is finally making power. This is doing good. He's from Canada. They don't understand that. Thumbs up. When they're unhappy, they don't shine. So tame, ungroomed shine bugs don't shine. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Chris. By the way, Chris, welcome to the stream chat. How are you doing tonight? I can delete this now. This is good. This will overflow a little bit, but that's okay. And then we'll just fill this one out. And I can start the rock crusher again, probably. Okay, so cool. We're pretty much on track to get radiation. And that's another one. That's another really good trait on this asteroid, Chewy, or to anyone else who might be like maybe wants a little bit of an easy start. Having crashed satellites for radiation production so you can accelerate your research is, I think, really, really helpful. My boob marine colony is thriving. Nice. I'm really glad that they added the ability to swim via duplicants. I actually contemplated restarting this asteroid with bionic duplicants, but I'm having so much fun as it is with the regulars that I didn't want to do it. I've been meaning to do a bionic duplicant playthrough at some point because people have been asking for it, but yeah, it's just wanted to keep going on this one. I actually really like how the duplicants, there's such a variety. If they had more of a variety in the bionic duplicants, I think I would enjoy that a lot more. That's kind of the only detriment to having the bionics. Do I want to build? I don't think I want to build all that. I think we'll just leave that without power for the time being until this is done. When this is done, filling this with water, actually move that up one. Then I'll be able to remove it and start the rock crusher again. The rock crusher takes a lot of power. So if I do that, if I do 20 and 20, pretty sure I'm going to have overloaded circuits again. My farmer hasn't got swimming skill, so I cannot farm wild clampum, and I'm low on oxygen, but found diamond for white hydroponic farm. Okay, so you're on the right track then. But yeah, there's a big learning curve with this DLC. Oh no, he got stuck in there. What I recommend actually, if you're, I talked about this in the video as well. If it's your first time playing, it's really slow, but it's not the worst idea in the world to start with only 3 or 4 duplicants and go a long time until you understand the mechanics, and then you won't run into a lot of early game problems. Unless you're more of a trial and error type of person that doesn't mind running low on stuff, then it's fine. But that's one of the big recommendations I have. It's such a learning curve compared to something like the Frosty Planet, where or even the Prehistoric, because you're producing oxygen, food, and power in all new ways. So it's basically like relearning the game to an extent. Versus those other DLCs, you're still using regular game mechanics for the most part, just integrating or maybe a different style of start that you're used to, but still nonetheless integrating what you already know onto the new asteroid. Okay, so let's see, what are my duplicants doing? I don't know what they're doing, but let's keep going this way. I'm still not at the very far end, right? So maybe the next step is to just dig down here. Get that water drained. By the way, is anyone injured? No, no one's injured. This should be sushi bar. My FPS really dips down when I'm on that screen. It's crazy. Found a neat little cheat code doing the Byloops run. Dismantle the beach chair. It gives you 2 feathers, so you can make an early Atmos suit. That's a really good one, Chris. I did not know that gave you 2 feathers. Like, I don't even need this right now. I don't think I need this because I could just build a rec room around it, I guess. But I don't think anyone uses it. Yeah, sadly my biodupes mod is broken, so stuck at 6. A lot of mods have been broken for me. I've been able to get to... Oh no! Oh no, okay. Easy to get out though. Let's see if I dig my way out here. And then dig this out. Can they get up? No, there's... Okay, at least they can get up that high. And it's still stone. They should be able to build a ladder with still stone. So, there you go. Yes, true tiles is the biggest one. You know, funny enough, I would have thought that true tiles would have worked because apparently Clay worked with the modder that worked on true tiles. So I thought for sure that was going to be somehow integrated or working already, but I guess because if that person's working with Clay, then they're obviously not working on the mod, right? Or whatever. That's okay. I'm sure it'll come back at some point. Just gotta give it some time. I should probably start looking at getting a biodupes, getting biodupes on this one. It'd be fun to use them. Although I do want to have atmospheres probably before I fully commit. So cooked seafood is pretty high now. I think cooked seafood is really high because... Sorry, lettuce is really high because they're starting to eat a lot of cooked seafood. That's probably a good sign that this is now sustaining my colony. And we have 8 critters. Nice. Okay, and a lot of eggs incubating. So things are looking pretty good. Yeah, probably be enough for another 40 minutes or so, chat. And then that'll be the end of the stream for today. So it'll be a little bit shorter than usual Friday night streams, but I did start early because I knew I wouldn't make it very long. It is just... yeah, I'll take the omelet, I guess. I don't really want someone who's allergic to... I don't want Harold. Abe is pretty good, but I don't need rocketry just yet, so I'll just go for the omelet. But anyways, yeah. 40 minutes or so, chat. If you could, please like the stream. That would be amazing of you, and it would help out the channel a ton. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. Especially if you haven't done so already. I mean, obviously, if you've liked it, then yeah. But yeah, that would be pretty awesome of you guys. Let me just get all these out of the way, and then I'll be back also on Sunday night to continue this playthrough. I'll probably play a little bit in between. Like, I won't make any significant progress, but just enough to kind of get an idea of where I want to go the next time I play. So obviously this whole stream is all about getting the sushi bar up. I got Material City Terminal already going, which is really good. How far I'm pretty close. Actually, the radiation is doing pretty good despite how far this is. I'm surprised how well this is working. Like, crash satellites are really like, so if you guys weren't here for yesterday's stream, everything went right yesterday. Not only did I roll crash satellites, I rolled geodes, and I had pearls come in from the printing pod. I believe I had 300 grams of pearls come in from the printing pod. Like, everything just happened to go right to get started on this playthrough. Oh, and by the way, I also took a duplicate. Let me show you guys. This is like another kind of a cheat code. I also took a duplicate that knew how to do critter wrenching from the get-go, so I could start moving my poke shells away from my starting location, so they wouldn't slaughter my duplicates. So that's another kind of I don't know. I did re-roll for that one, so I guess you could call it like cheesing it or whatever. But I hate having poke shells right beside my starting location. So they lay an egg almost right away, and then they start slaughtering my duplicates. Vitaly says, I unliked and then liked back again. Thank you, Vitaly. I appreciate that. And then also at the end of the stream, I'll do a quick little segment on the blowing up tools, the blowing up electrical tool. I only have one. I should have brought my other one. That's a little bit more significant, but okay. So Nori, I already have, which is really nice. What's the other one that I need? I'm already forgetting. Oh, it's Slice Loaf. It's Slice Loaf. So I should be able to get sushi rolls up on this playthrough as well. So fillets we have plenty of. Once we start having enough ingredients for sushi rolls, I really have to remember to take off cooked seafood on the electric grill, because at that point it's obviously no longer worth it. So let's go get some mealwood. We'll uproot these. I do need some dirt to fertilize them. So I'm going to be... I have lots of dirt, so I'm good. And by the way, these have a max temperature of 30 degrees, I think. Yeah, 30 degrees. So I have to put them in somewhere a little bit cooler than the regular area. So, not exactly sure. I may have to do a climate-controlled room for that. Or I use the thermal regulator. Yeah, I might have to do that. So let's dig all this out, and we'll put it up here. And then we'll do a thermal regulator to climate control the room, I guess. That's probably the way to go, just for the time being, that I can get sushi rolls up really quickly. Or, wait a minute, what's the temperature in here? Oh, the temperature in here is fine. Okay, fine. We'll plant them in here. We'll do this. This is a little... It is a little bit hot in here. I could probably do with a liquid lock. I do have the mod. I don't have that unlocked yet. Insufficient oxygen generation. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm doing good. Vitaly, are you going to be watching UFC on Sunday? I forgot to ask. I am not, because obviously it's a work night. I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. to watch the fight, unfortunately. But I will definitely catch the replay or like the replay later on, right? By the way, UFC's coming to Paramount next year in Canada, so I'm really excited about that. And I don't have to catch the replay. One is better than zero. That is true. That is true. I recently learned C-Bum is Canadian. Canada's full of exceptional human beings. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that. How do you cool your base in the DLC? Hey, what's up? Kindle 3, I think your name is. So at the start, you don't have to cool your base. 30 degrees is more than enough or it's actually the perfect temperature, because you're going to be feeding your duplicants with salty sticks, which I think 40 degrees is the optimal temperature for these things. Let me just double check. Salty sticks, made by the Sodi cane. Yeah, 40 degrees. So you don't have to cool these. This is the optimal temperature. By the way, there's also so much water on this asteroid that carries a lot of thermal mass that I think that kind of provides cooling if you have things like the electric grill heating up the surrounding area. Because I have not been able to insert almost any heat at all. Like, this is the most amount of heat that I'm producing is with the rock crusher and this battery. And you can see it's barely warmer than the rest of the asteroid. It's actually like 2 degrees, maybe 3 degrees hotter than if I scroll like anywhere else, right? So the thermal considerations are definitely nowhere near as high on this as on Terra, which is amazing. Now, we are running into an issue right away where if I want to get mealwood production, mealwood needs to be 30 degrees or lower, and everywhere else is very, very hot. Luckily, this biome here, I think it's the forest biome it's called, maybe? Not exactly sure which one. This one is already like super cold. It's 22 degrees. So as long as I can keep the hot temperatures out, I should be okay. Now, there's a couple of ways I can do this. I could just grab some mucin from here, from these guys. Let's see if I can find the bottle. Get some mucin and relocate it to here. We'll make a liquid lock. Probably put one here. And we'll build some natural tiles. Sorry, some tiles here in order to create a little bit of a... Actually, I'll put it on top of this. Make a little step, I think. Kind of like that. And then we'll put it right here. Put two 2 bottles, and then we'll keep the hot temperatures from this biome out of this biome, and then we can grow our mealwood. Now, mealwood is actually pretty important on this asteroid because it's useful in the sushi bar. The sushi bar, when you make lice loaf with fish fillets and nori, then you can make sushi, which is +4 quality, basically the same quality as the surf and turf. So, really good. Oh, I have to build a ladder here. They're gonna get stuck otherwise. You don't seem to know about a lot about Canada. Well, I'm not too familiar with like influencers and things like that. Like, as much as I like basically live on the internet, like in terms of the media that I consume, I don't know a lot of the influencers and like where they're from and all that. So that's one area where I suppose I could increase my knowledge bank. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming by and saying hello. I'm happy to answer any questions. I love it. That's what this whole channel is about, right? This whole channel is about helping new players out. You know, helping you figure the game out. And yeah, I'm happy to answer anything if you guys got anything. Hey, what's up, Jaws? Why is the Slogo near death? Probably because it was not lubricated. So these guys here, they have to be always in their slime with the mucin, or I think they can be in water as well. They don't have to be specifically in this liquid, but they produce this as they're crawling around. And as long as there's a little bit of mucin around them, they will live until they die of old age. However, did they die of old age? When did they die of old age, by the way? 25 cycles. Okay, so they will live for 25 cycles. As soon as you start to remove the mucin, they start to take damage. So this guy, he was up here. He was actually confined in a regular tile, and therefore was not lubricating himself. So he almost perished. Ceiling collapsed. That's fine. Don't care. Oh no, the Pip planted a seed there. It's kind of annoying. No, not that one. Not the oxyfern. I want mealwood. That's okay. The oxyfern can stay. I don't really... Not too upset about that. Okay, so let's get the mucin emptied. Put it right here and empty it. Okay, so salty sticks are better than mealwood retemperatures. Yes, they are, but I need the mealwood for sushi. So that's why I'm kind of going through this part. Oh, someone's trapped. Everyone's trapped. Holy smokes. How did you guys get trapped? Oh, is it just because of this? Can you not get back up this way? Oh, you can't get up the ladder. You can't get to that? There's nothing that you can build this out of? Okay, this should be okay. There you go. Let's go, Ellie. It's all you. Hey, what's up, Fitz? I didn't know you were live. I'm always live Friday night. Always live. That's one of my usual days. Now you're going to sleep because you're a sleepy guy. I did have sort of an exhausting day. I'm going to be live for another half an hour or so, though. So still a lot of gameplay. There's a lot that we've accomplished on this stream, so I'm pretty happy about that thus far, by the way. So let's see. What do I want to go for next? Oh, steam turbines. Yes, let's go for steam turbines. Then we can tame the cobalt volcano. So Sebum is superhuman, best male physique in the world for 6 consecutive years. Complete Onionoob he is, I'm sure. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not taking the knits. Not taking any of these. I don't want Maya. Sorry, Maya. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vitaly. I have no idea. Oh, this Pip is just planting all the wrong stuff. Can you please stop planting stuff all over? Like, just can you go away? I definitely don't need the mirth seed, the mirth leaf rather, and the arbor tree can come up. What's this? Okay, this should be okay. Dark Frost says, sorry that I didn't know this, but why is Alaska connected to Canada by landmass but belongs to the US? Would Canada go to war to reclaim what's rightfully yours? Okay, so interesting topic for discussion. I don't know if we'd be willing to fight the United States or Alaska. I think it would probably not go very well for Canada. I don't know if Canada really needs Alaska. I think the United States really likes Alaska for strategic military purposes. So I don't think they'd be willing to give it up very easily. Although it would be kind of funny if they defected and they became a province, given all, what's happened in the last 2 years or so. But no, okay, so to answer your question of why, I don't know why. I'm not sure about the history of Alaska. Like Canada, I'm pretty sure maybe it was just claimed by America at some point, or maybe it was before, maybe we traded. I don't know. I honestly have no idea why it's part of the United States. But I'm not too like, I'm not losing sleep over it, all right? So that's kind of where I stand on that. But it's an interesting question, Dark Frost. If anybody knows, actually, people are saying it was sold to the US. They sold it for a Coca-Cola deal. Uther says US bought it from Russia. Like, I'm very gullible, so I'll believe whatever you guys tell me. I think being sold is probably the right answer, though. But people are saying it was sold to the U.S. By Russia. That seems to be the consensus by a couple people in chat. I believe they bought it from Russia. Okay, so there's another person saying they bought it from Russia. That's what Chris is saying. It's all your fault for streaming yesterday. Yeah, that's right. I did stream yesterday because of the DLC. A little bit of an awkward day to stream, and I think that's probably contributing to my to why my brain is just so slow today. Probably because it's been literally 48 hours. Like at work, I'm also very I do a lot of talking at work too, right? So I think it's been 48 hours of just straight talking and sleep in there too. So my brain is just like fried. It needs a day off from all the talking. That's my excuse. Okay, what was I even building up here? I forgot what I was building. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep digging this out, making more room. Food is doing really good, by the way, chat. Lettuce is at 57,000 calories, so I'm pretty sure my duplicates are only eating cooked seafood right now. So lettuce has started to pile up, which I'm really happy about as well. Let's keep getting these out of the way. I don't think I need all of these farm tiles anymore. I'm pretty confident now that before cycle 100, we've completely transitioned over to cooked seafood. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Like, despite how like today's gone, this is already overflowing. I think I've made a lot of really good progress. Yeah, this is fine. That can empty itself out. Don't care. We'll just delete this, delete that, and delete this. Now I should be able to start the rock crusher back up. Get some zinc ore going, and I should be okay. I would also like Pennsylvania to defect to Canada so I can be Canadian. Gavrock says. So bought from Russia in 1867. Wow. Thank you for that, Weenier, I think your name is. Thank you, Dark Frost, for the sip of Vesca as well. Appreciate that. Josh says there's such a thing as a Canadian villain. They are always so nice. Are they really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They always say sorry before they they steal from you. Okay, let's keep digging this out. There's a I don't want to empty this out fully yet, but let's see. What's the proper way to approach this? I should probably build a wall here and dig that out. So we'll do this. Build some ladders to go across. Build some ladders to go across this way. And then dig this out. Cool, so research complete. Let's keep going. So now we have steam turbines available, I think. Sauna and steam turbines. So I need a form of gasket. That's amazing. I love that change, by the way. Is that you can just use gaskets now. Weenie rear. Weenie rear. Is that how you say it? Weenie rear? I apologize. I always butcher everyone's name at least once, so don't worry. You're not an anomaly in my chat. Every single person I think I've butchered at least once. Dark Frost says, thanks everyone. I learned something new. Canada should play a match of hockey against the US for Alaska. Well, we already did play hockey against them this year at the Olympics, and unfortunately, as well as we played, okay, let's be real here. We dominated that game, but we lost, unfortunately. It is what it is. That's how hockey goes. Sometimes it's not the best team. Sometimes it's the best goalie that wins in hockey. And I fully acknowledge that that Hellebuck played amazing. There's literally no denying how good he was. And it is what it is. I mean, we've had Carey Price steal hockey games for Canada before, and Roberto Luongo. So that's how it goes. You win some, you lose some. But maybe wait another year before. Well, actually, another year, and then the Americans might even be better because they have a really amazing team. I'm quite happy with the United States, or not happy, I'm quite content, I should say, with the United States keeping Alaska. It was a great game, Kev Rocks. It was amazing. I was literally on the edge of my seat. I thought for sure Canada was going to win because of how well they played in it. Like, Nathan McKinnon missed a wide open net. Like, the best player in the world. I know McDavid is arguably the best overall, but Nathan McKinnon had an amazing season. And I cannot believe he missed a wide open net at the end of the third period, or near the end, whatever, to win the game. That is insane to me. Okay, let's build a 1, 2, 3, 4. Build so they can. This is just so they can run a little bit faster. I'll eventually tame this chlorine vent so I can make megafrons. It was $7.2 million in the 1960s money. Holy smokes. That seems pretty cheap for that amount of land. So Fitz says it was Russian Empire, not Soviet. Sorry. No worries, Fitz. I'm learning here as well, so it's all good. Well, it wasn't in your stream, but actually in my own run on Escape on Argentina and Canada. Is it true? Have you met any overly friendly German-speaking Canadians? Yes, I have, actually. I have. There's a couple Germans that I know that are extremely friendly. There's a surprising amount of German people that I know for some reason. I don't know why. I know so many of them now that I think about it. But yes, I do, in fact. Let's dig all this out, all the back wall, so we can see this beautiful dynamic background that looks really cool. And I'm pretty sure, it would probably be a good idea to dig all this out so the carbon dioxide can fall, because we have a lot of carbon dioxide building up in areas that is not ideal. So maybe, yeah. What do I want to? Which direction do I want to go here? Maybe just do some strip mining. Just build some ladders and do some strip mining. Probably the best thing. And build a structure around this as well. I want to keep these guys in their little happy spot right now. I definitely don't want to disturb them. Go over like this. And then go down some more. And keep going. Keep digging this out. Okay, I heard somewhere in World War II, oh, sorry, I didn't even see the Nazi part of the question, Vitaly. I totally skipped that in my head. But so to answer your question, I do know very friendly Germans, but I don't know if they were related to people who are, I mean, maybe they were. I don't know what percentage of people came here and denounced themselves from their heritage, right, or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how to say that. Oh, squash fries, nice. That is an amazing pole. I don't think I can put it anywhere though. Everything's full. Get rid of the mussel and the Nutrigrain. I should have enough. So Tappy, what's going on? Tappy says, hi Ethan, do I need to buy all the DLCs to enjoy the new DLC if I can only afford one? Okay, so Tappy, first question, do you have Spaced Out? Spaced Out, I think, is the most important DLC to buy. I think you'll get the most out of the new gameplay mechanics, but no, you don't. You can buy any DLC in any order. You can have the vanilla game, and you can buy the Aqua Planet pack right away. You don't need Spaced Out. You don't need anything else, and you can have a great time. Clay has done such a fantastic job at making it so that you don't need the DLCs from previous. Like, you can just have one DLC, and it will be like you won't have a detrimental effect to your gameplay at all. Everything is totally fine to play without Spaced Out, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain that you don't need Spaced Out for that. Now, I haven't tested that. Okay, so if you're on Steam and it says Spaced Out required, then I would say get Spaced Out first. You will get a lot of value out of like the radiation mechanics, the new, and by the way, that's kind of what, not that this is like the reason to buy Spaced Out, but when you're watching tutorials on YouTube, most people make tutorials for the Spaced Out variation of the game, right? So it's helpful in that sense as well. So just in case you are needing some help on what to do on your DLC, most of the time we'll be talking about stuff like the Material Study Terminal, which is radiation, which is Spaced Out. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, you can totally buy any DLC. You don't need to get one or the other. So yeah, you currently only have Spaced Out. Then okay, then you can buy any DLC you want, and you'll have an equal amount of fun. You don't need anything else. Like so beyond Spaced Out, I would say the best DLC is the Aqua Planet, because it totally changes how you play. To get a sense of exactly how it's changed, go watch my latest video. It's a pretty long video, it's 20 minutes, but it goes over exactly how you start with oxygen, food, and power. It tells you the TLDR on everything. I highly recommend it, and that will give you a sense of just how much has changed in this DLC, like literally everything. Literally everything in terms of how you start the game. I'm pretty sure that when you get to mid-game, some of the meta builds will come into effect, like, you know, Hydras are probably going to be relevant at some point, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's an amazing DLC, and you don't need anything else like Bionics to have fun with this one. By the way, how do I make sure that the stuff I build doesn't get changed to another material? My gas pump changed from gold and it broke. I hated that when that happens. Unfortunately, I got to change it back. So I think, okay, let me see if I can answer this one. I think what you're talking about is making sure that you're like, let's take a liquid pump, for example. Making sure that when you're building where's my liquid pump? Right here. When you are building something, just make sure that you click the right ore. I think that's what you're asking, right? Click the right ore, and if you have to rebuild it, you can do that by clicking on the pump itself, and then clicking material, and then change material, and you can order a rebuild of that. So it's the same as putting a deconstruction command in and then rebuilding it that way. Does that kind of answer it, Fitz? Or did I maybe misunderstand? Oh, to steal. Okay, sorry, I missed the second message. So to steal. So what's happening? Is it breaking and then? Let me read that again. How do I make sure the stuff that I build doesn't get changed to another material? My gas pump changed to gold amalgam and it broke. I hate it when that happens. Unfortunately, I got to change it back to steel. It shouldn't change by itself. It should just be if you click the steel, and if you have enough steel, like you have to have enough steel to make it, by the way, right? If you don't have enough steel, you need 400 units of whatever material you're trying to use. So if you don't have that 400 units, it might just default to something else. So maybe that's what's happening with you. Does that kind of make sense? I hope that does. If it doesn't, I'll try again. Do you think that beacons could be used to generate light for solar power? I don't see why not, right? I mean, solar panel just takes lux. Let's see, solar. Like, how much does it say? How much lux this needs? No, converts sunlight. Okay, so it's specifically asking for sunlight, but the mercury lamp does work on the solar panel, so maybe you can. That's an interesting thing to try out. I have not tested that, but let me know if you test that out. Let me know. That'd be kind of an interesting. Like, it's free power, right? That'd be kind of cool. I see some people making pumps out of gold. I don't know how it cannot break for some people. Is it because it's refined, or am I missing something? So this pump is out of zinc, actually. So it's even worse than gold in that sense. Like, zinc overheats at 75 degrees. Gold overheats at 75, I guess. But if it's refined gold, I think refined gold is where you get the bonus. Oh, sorry, it's just called gold. So yeah, gold is where you get the bonus for plus 50 degrees. Gold amalgam, you get so you get it as well. Yeah, okay, gold amalgam, you get it as well. So it's going to overheat if it's in a hot environment or if it's unable to self-cool, because everything gets hot, right? So if you have, I don't know, what's an example? Okay, the rock crusher, for instance. The rock crusher, it's made out of zinc, so it's going to overheat at 75 degrees. But eventually, like if I keep running this nonstop, eventually this would hit that 75 degree mark and overheat. Now it's going to take a very long time because of the ambient cooling that's around that's already around it. But you know, over time this will heat up. So the rule of thumb basically is that most builds can be made out of gold or even less, even copper or iron, as long as it's not in an extremely hot area. If you start getting into your oil biome where the temperatures are like already 60, 70 degrees or higher, then things are going to start melting and you have to use something better. Finally, the 4K wire. Yes, High Templar. I love the 4K wire. Love it. And I also, by the way, I also love the fact, this is so cool, that we can now make the steam turbine with rubber. How amazing is that? You are welcome, Tappy. Thank you so much for coming by. How do I avoid that change? Sometimes it just changes automatically. Okay, so sometimes it changes automatically if you don't have enough steel to build it. That's kind of the only way that I've seen it do that. So if you're clicking to build something, like let's say the manual generator, and if you don't, if the steel, the units of steel that you're trying to use goes away because some other duplicate is using it for something else. Let's say they have an auto delivery on something, or they're building something that's not been allocated yet, and if it goes under the required number of units as you're building, like let's say the manual generator, then they will build it out of something else. It should not be something that happens frequently. If you're having that happen frequently, then it's probably something that you're doing that's causing it to happen. As long as you're clicking that you want it to be out of gold amalgam, they should always build it out of gold amalgam. It should never be something that's like random. The only way I imagine it happening is if your pump broke to overheating and you had no other material available. That could be too. Okay, so Vitalis has a good point. Maybe it's already overheating. Nice, 100 cycles. Nice. Maybe it's no, but if you build it out of steel to begin with, it shouldn't overheat, right? Huh, that's interesting. No, it's definitely something that's not right here. Like if you pick up material, it should always build out of that material. A uranium water source for bathrooms is a smart thing to clean the water. Okay, so that yes, you can do that, but if you just throw it into a water sieve, you can recycle the polluted water, and your duplicants don't care. So you can do that. So, like for instance, here, this entire bathroom is using germy water that just comes back through the water sieve, right? And all the rest of now you do make more water than you consume, so the rest of the water has to go somewhere. Like you'll see here, this water comes out, the polluted water. Not all of it ends up in here. Some of it goes into these tiles, into the hydroponic farm tiles. Okay, so you have to make sure there's a bypass at the inlet of the water sieve in order for this to work correctly. You cannot put the bypass anywhere else. If you put the bypass, let's say here, it's not going to work properly because then the water volume will split 50-50 between these two inputs. Okay, so you cannot do that, and then you'll run out of water, and then your duplicants will pee themselves. The bypass has to be at this inlet. Sometimes I see people using gold or on vents and it works. I don't know how they do it. Okay, so if they're using it on vents, then the vent is not. Oh, nice. I'll take that. It's not over 125 degrees. You can use it on vents. Like you can use it on a cool steam vent. You can use it on like a hydrogen vent as long as the hydrogen is being cooled locally. All right. So there's certain scenarios where you can get away with gold for sure. Basically any gas vent you can use it on, except for the steam vent. The steam vent is incredibly hot, and steam carries a lot of heating potential. So anything else like hydrogen, I think has a specific let's check what the specific heat capacity is. Hydrogen is why is it? Where's hydrogen gas? Okay, so hydrogen has a specific heat capacity. Okay, so far down of 2.4, and steam. Okay, steam is 4.1. So I think that's probably one of the reasons. Also the volume. So steam. For a steam vent, you cannot use gold. For a hydrogen vent, you can absolutely use gold because it's super easy to cool the hydrogen as it's coming out from the vent itself. Do I want to dig into here? It's kind of hot. I don't know if this. I don't want to heat up my base too much with this. I might use some insulated tiles to block that off. Actually, once I dig this out, yeah, I'll probably build on top of it there. So that's probably how they're doing it. Never thought of a radiation as disinfectant source. It's actually the best source, Vitaly. Radiation is the best for disinfecting. Could you please explain to me what this channel experienced? Could someone please explain to me what is this channel experience thing? What is the channel experience thing? Oh, is it like the live, the hype thing? I actually have no idea what that is. If that's what you're asking about. Or I think it's just how much you talk or how much you interact with the channel and the stream. I'm not sure. I should do some research on that. You know what? Let's leave that for now. Let's move this sandy shell over. I don't want this sandy shell to be anywhere near where it can harm my duplicants. Also, it is a hydrogen vent and it broke. Okay, perfect. That is because you're not cooling the hydrogen enough. All right. I decided to do it out of steel and call it a day. So steel will work, but you know what? I'm gonna end the stream in about 5 minutes. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. I'll put on my hard hat, my thinking hat, and I'll show you exactly how to cool, how to make a gold gas pump inside of a hydrogen vent. All right, you'll be surprised at how easy this is. In fact, I never ever use steel. Well, okay, that's not true. That's not true. I do use steel when I tame a hydrogen vent, but I don't. It's usually if I already have an abundance of steel. You don't need steel at all. The smart hat. But yeah, we're gonna call it a stream here, everyone. I'm gonna be on for another 15 minutes or so because I do have some things to. Well, I have like one thing to show the chat. So I'm an electrician, in case you guys don't know, and I have some tools that the chat is very interested in that I've blown up before on live wires. So I have that to show off. I also want to just show Fitz here how to use a gold pump inside of a hydrogen vent. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave the stream here today. If you're here just for the game, just for this stream and the gameplay is done for tonight. But I will be loading up another stream or a previous stream that I was doing, so I can show off this concept of how to use a gold pump in a hydrogen vent. All right. What else? I'll be back Sunday night. I'll be back and I'll continue the playthrough. Maybe I'll stream another time during the week and play Factorio. Maybe. We'll see. I really want to continue Factorio before I forget what I'm doing again. If you enjoyed the stream and if you're leaving now, please leave a like. That would mean so much to me. Please watch the last video that I did on this DLC. It was I think it's a really good video especially if you're new at the DLC, if you don't have it yet. But other than that, I'll see you on Sunday night for more progress on this asteroid. All right, so we're gonna call it there. Like I said, let's load up one of the old Super Duper Wetland. All right, Super Duper Wetland is the last playthrough that I completed to the temporal tear, and I'm pretty sure I tamed the hydrogen vent in here. Maybe not this one. Maybe I got to go back even farther to Super Duper Dreamland. But I'll show you how easy it is to tame a hydrogen vent. That hat gives ×2 current viewer multiplication. When I get to the really important parts of the discussion, that's when the visor comes down. Hey, what's up, Carly? Carly says XP resets every stream, so you can always try again. Here's how to get them. Send live message, send super chats and super stickers. Well, there you go. There you have it. I guess if you guys want to get some XP, you guys gotta send some super chats. Okay, so let me see if I have a hydrogen vent tamer on this one. So the steam. Okay, so I do. This is not a very good one. That's not a good example. Super Duper Dreamland it is then. Actually, this is not a bad example either, but... Hey, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, Toad Frame Empress, I think. I think I caught your name. I got 25 XP for one message. Hell yeah, Carly. That's awesome. By the way, Carly, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you having you here today. How are you doing? I'm just about to end the stream, but I am showing off some cool stuff for some viewers. So I'm basically done the Ani game. So let me just put that on the thing, just in case people are just joining, so everybody knows. Say 15 minutes. Don't use insulated walls for hydrogen vent and use pressure sensor over 1K to keep the hydrogen cool. That's a good, yeah, that works as well. But watch how easy it is if you want to sort of have an industrial setup, all right? So here is a hydrogen vent, all right? This hydrogen vent is dormant right now, but the hydrogen comes out at 500 degrees. Look how cold the hydrogen is. You don't need steel for this. Now, am I using steel? I'm using gold, actually. There you go. So, okay, let me go back even farther. This gold pump, so this asteroid, you can see, it's 1,800 cycles in. I beat this asteroid. 1,800 cycles, 150 hours, all right? This was built 1,100 cycles ago out of gold, all right? So I'm putting this into perspective, how easy this is. So gold gas pump, 1,100 cycles, all right? It's super chilled in here. So everything that comes out of here is chilled by polluted water. This polluted water is coming from an aqua tuner that is in a aluminum gold volcano tamer. Okay, now this is overkill. Can you believe that? This is actually overkill. You don't need to do all this. Just like Uturol, I think. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Just as Uturol is saying, you don't have to use insulated walls. You can let the surrounding atmosphere dissipate the heat that comes out of here. Because here's the thing. When this is erupting, what's the temperature sensor? The temperature sensor is it's an atmos sensor. It's just saying. So here's one of the most important parts of keeping natural gas and hydrogen vents cool. You have to be able to keep an atmosphere, because while this is erupting, you automatically exchange heat with the surrounding, the aqua tuner, you automatically exchange heat and cooling with the surrounding atmosphere as this is erupting. So it's super important to never vacuum this out. If you vacuum this out, then all of the hydrogen that comes out of this vent will be 500 degrees. If you keep a cold atmosphere, and when I say cold, it doesn't even have to be as cold as this is. It can be, let's say, 100 degrees, all right? If this is 100 degrees and this is erupting, the hydrogen that comes out of here will immediately be right around that temperature, all right? And as it's making its way through here, it'll cool down even more. This temperature sensor is 3 degrees. But again, it does not have to be that cold, all right? It is super easy. Like this is overkill. This is way overkill. All you have to do, by the way, I'm not sure why I'm in sandbox mode here, just in case anyone would be skeptical. I can go into non-sandbox, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Well, this is as far back as I can go. 1800 and 1899. It's actually ahead. I hope this wasn't completely overwritten with sandbox mode. That'd be kind of disappointing if I did that. But we'll see. Anyways, it's all on my channel anyway. So if anybody wants to see like proof or whatever, if they're skeptical, it's all on my channel. But no worries about the sandbox. I trust you. Okay, cool. Just in case anyone else is skeptical. But yeah, so this is not sandbox. Perfect. Okay, so... Oh, no, this is when I already destroyed the asteroid. This was at the end. I broke everything. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the subscription. I can't see your name there. Soren Nolk. Welcome. But anyways, you get the idea. Let me show you something else. Where's the... where is this? I haven't played this in a minute. Capital Wasteland, here it is. This is the overly explained guide that I'm currently working on YouTube, and it has another really good example of how of how cooling works with atmospheres. Oh, by the way, Toad Frame Express says, thank you. I stumbled across your YouTube over a month ago and really liked your content. This is the first stream I made it to, but I guess I made it late. Hope it was a good one. It was a great one. Thank you so much, Toad, for being here today and for those kind words. I really appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, today I'm getting offline today pretty soon here, but I'll be back on Friday. I stream regularly, so you can always catch me live on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays usually. Okay, so here's another one, Fitz. So the natural gas geyser, okay, erupts at 150 degrees, but the temperature inside here is only 77. Why would that be? You might ask. Because I'm preventing this gas pump from entirely vacuuming out this chamber. All right. So this chamber, because it's full of 3,800 grams. Is the minimum amount of gas that I'm keeping in here. You can see it's about 50, 60 degrees, maybe 70 degrees or whatever. This existing gas helps cool whatever is coming out of this natural gas geyser at 150 degrees. The gas isn't enough at 150 degrees to warm this up entirely. And by the way, this gas pump is made out of gold, right? So this is, again, exactly like your scenario fits. I have a gold gas pump, which has been working for 67 cycles. Now, this is a very new asteroid. For 67 cycles, this has been working without breaking because the existing atmosphere in here is cooling the gas. Now, yes, you are onto something here. The tiles also take the heat. That helps too. So if I go to my overlay here, relative temperature, let's do that one. You can kind of see that the tiles are a little bit like they're about 40, 46 degrees, and just outside the tile is 44. So I'm heating up my outside atmosphere. All right. You can see here exactly. This is a great example. The outside atmosphere is slowly getting heated up, but tiles don't really exchange heat that quickly. Like a lot of the cooling here is being done. Like this would even be better if I put a drop of salt water in here. If I put a drop of salt water, let's go into sandbox mode. Watch how easy this is. Yeah, it's super easy. Like when I did this, when I did this build on my overly explained guide on YouTube, I had people commenting saying, "Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that?" Because I'm showing how easy it is. I'm not trying to show like the most elaborate build. I'm trying to show exactly how easy it is to cool. So if you just put like this might be not enough water. This might be okay. This is it's about to erupt. So this is actually a great time to watch it happen. Let's take some water from here. If you just put let's watch the temperature. Okay, so you can see that it will never overheat. You can it will overheat eventually, right? But watch it overheat. Watch it overheat now that I've made this. I'm like so nervous now. I'm so nervous now. It's gonna overheat on live stream. but no. The point is that you can keep this going for a long time before you run into problems. Now, obviously, over time, the cooling effect of the outside atmosphere will be gone, right? Because you've already warmed up the outside, and at that point, yes, then you have a problem. Then you have to build this out of steel. The end goal here, is to eventually build it out of steel or cool it with an aqua tuner. All right, that's the end goal. But it works for a very, very long time without breaking, as long as you build it in a way that it can constantly self-cool. Like, look at the temperature. It keeps going down. All right? And now, watch. Like I said, if you were to put some liquid inside here, let's say salt water. Let's do this. I'm using salt water just because it doesn't evaporate as quick. Oh, whoops. I did the sample. Salt water. Okay, now it's flooded. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do, but anyways, you get the idea. If you have an additional cooling in here with water, let me just show you real quick. Obviously, the water will heat up. The water will heat up, all right? But it will take away a lot of the... So let me just... Okay, I know it's flooded, but let me just... For the sake of the art, sake of moving it along. Look how much cooler it is if I have water in here, all right? Like, you can very easily help your way along if you just use very simple, thermal exchange mechanisms that the game offers. All right, so if you put water here, all this water will now exchange heat with these tiles, which will exchange heat with the outside atmosphere. And like I said, you will eventually heat all of this up. It will eventually break, but look how long it can last with just gold amalgam. 68 cycles. And like you'd obviously notice if I came back in here to fix this, because there would be a liquid lock somewhere, right? There is none. So you can, and by the way, all this playthrough is on my channel of the Overly Explained guide. So sorry, Alex. Hello all. I purchased a new DLC. Vanilla also got updates. What mods don't work anymore? For me, better automation has yet to be updated. Well, True Tiles has not worked. Popup Control, or what I think better Popup Overlay, or better something overlay has not worked. There's a couple things that have not worked. Oh, this is gonna overpressure. There's a couple things that have not worked for me, but the DLC is still very new. So give it some time. The modders will work on it. They'll fix it. It's one of those things that you kind of just have to live with it for a little bit. Like anytime there's an update, unfortunately, but the modders are amazing for this community. They usually stay on top of it pretty quickly. So yes, you are right, Fitz. It's because the exchange heat. Yes, because if you have this here, it will not only is it exchanging heat with the gas pump, which is what you want to keep cool, but it's going to be exchanging heat with the existing gas as well, right? This gives you more surface area to cool down the natural gas as it's coming out. So there's a lot of techniques that you can use if you don't have steel to tame a natural gas geyser. It's easy being cool, kids. He's wearing a hard hat for Aura. If it was steel, I would never need to cool. That's correct. So if this was steel, you'd never hit the temperature to require cooling. Now, that being said, steel overheats as well if you have a naked hydrogen vent. And by naked, obviously, I mean if it's not being cooled at all, right? Because eventually, that hydrogen vent will heat up the surrounding atmosphere to 500 degrees, although it's going to take a long, long time. So if you have a hydrogen vent scenario, you definitely want to cool it somehow, but it's so easy that you don't, as long as you're running a little bit of, watch this. Okay, here. Is there a pump here? Yes, there's a pump right here. Pretend that you're trying to cool this, okay? And then there's no water. Actually, here, we'll do this. I'll show you another technique. I won't even, you know what? I won't even use radiant pipes, okay? We'll use regular pipes. Let's say you don't have refined metal available, all right? Okay, let's speed this up. Here we go. Okay, so the water comes in, all right? Okay, this is already, it's kind of cheesing it because the material is already cool itself, but watch. You don't need radiant pipes. You can, radiant pipes obviously would help, but you could cool this with just regular pipes. All right? It's really just that easy. And that's what I'm trying to convey in the overly explained here. This will work very slowly. Obviously, radiant piping would be way better. Let's do a couple radiants in here. Okay, let's delete that. Let's delete this, and then we'll delete this. So watch this. Oh no, why is that not radiant? That's weird. Radiant pipe. Interesting that it's not sure why I can't build it out. There we go. Okay, so 2 radiants. We'll just do 2. We don't need a lot. Watch how powerful this is. Right? Like it really does not require a lot of cooling at all to tame anything of gas with liquid. Liquid has, you got to think, you're moving 10 kilograms of mass to cool 3,000 grams of gas. Sorry. You're moving 10 kilograms of liquid to cool 3,000 grams of gas. All right? Now watch, it's going to erupt. Look how cool it is already. Now watch when it erupts. Like, that's all you need. It's so easy. And this works for hydrogen too. This will work for hydrogen. You don't need to overcomplicate it. And this will, now in this scenario, this will never get hot. Ever. It's so easy. This pump will now run for the whole game if I don't rebuild it out of steel. Obviously, if you added more radiant pipes, it would be even more effective, right? But look how much heat it's removing. It's coming. So the water comes in at 23.8 degrees. It leaves at 25, basically 26 degrees. All right? Just with these 4 segments of radiant pipe. And, you know, just for fun, let's just test this theory. Hydrogen vent. Okay, this is a little bit pushing it. I might need some more radiant pipe, liquid pipes. But there we go. So now the liquid's coming in at 23 degrees. It's leaving at 30 degrees. So imagine if you built all this out of radiant, right? That's how powerful water is for cooling these vents. So let's say you want to make this foolproof. Let's say you want to build this once and never have to rebuild it again, right? Obviously, you wouldn't use 2 radiant segments. So let's use a couple more. Okay, so we'll let that run. We'll let it do its thing. And I'll answer some more questions. Keep an eye on the temperature here. And obviously, you can move this pump farther away, right? So if let's say if this doesn't work. Oh, look at this. What's this? I got a hydrogen vent here. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay. Let's say this is I broke it. Okay, let's say this pump does overheat because the water isn't cool enough or whatever, or you vacuum it out too much, you vacuum this all out. Just move the pump farther away, right? Move it farther away so you have more cooling potential. But this alone should, I believe, should work. Let's wait till it erupts, and then we'll see. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. I don't think I've lacked the materials for steel ever, though. Well, exactly. If you have the steel, you may as well build it out of steel. But what I'm showing here is that it will work with gold. So if it says, okay, I understand now, I still get scared of vent, but I'm slowly getting over it. I think it's just that I've always had a bad time with vents. This is the first time I actually tamed one. Once you tame one, they're all the same. Like, yes, one is a little bit harder than the other, but the concept remains the same. It's just to apply cooling with liquids. That's the biggest thing. So yes, you can brute force it so it works temporarily with just ambient temperatures, but like I said, those will eventually heat up over time. The water, this water will always be whatever temperature that you extract it at, right? So let's just put some more water in here because I'm starting to run a little low. By the way, I probably don't want to go too far because I don't want to lose this save for the purposes of my video. And actually, we'll change this to radiant as well. And so here it comes. And, oh, I hope the water actually makes it, because if it doesn't, then we probably do have a problem. Okay, let's take a look. It's gonna erupt, and we'll see how it works. All right. Can I do better? That's probably the best right there. Okay, so my hydrogen vent steel pumps fights for its life using 250 degrees every time the vent goes live. Yeah, so you're just not cooling it enough. So all you have to do is cool it with some water, like water, polluted water, whatever and you don't even have to cool the water. Like, I'm not cooling the water here. It's coming straight from a tank, right? It's 24 degrees. That's all you need. It's so easy, chat. There you go. This pump will now never overheat, and it will run this hydrogen vent nonstop. Now, keep in mind, you do have to have an Atmos sensor in here, all right? If you don't have this Atmos sensor in here, and if you vacuum this room out, then the temperature won't exchange immediately with the new hot hydrogen. So the new hot hydrogen will come out at 500 degrees, and then it's all up to the pipes to cool it down. And if any of that 500 degrees makes it to your gold gas pump, then you're going to have a problem. So you have to have an Atmos sensor. Do not forget your Atmos sensor in order to future-proof this. I use regular pipe in a closed loop between the vents and the thermal sink. Usually a large pool of water. Radiance could be used, and it's hard for 10 kilograms of liquids to be defeated by 5 kilograms of gas. Exactly, Alex. Exactly. I tried using the nullifier, and I didn't think it would work because the gas, I let the gas build up below pressure. So the nullifier it's not good to cool gas with gas. You can do it, but it's not efficient. Because remember, with the thermal nullifier, you're moving 1 kilogram of gas, and you're cooling more than 1 kilogram of gas. All right. The gas pipes only carry, again, let me just reiterate, gas pipes only carry 1 kilogram of gas maximum. All right, so that's the cooling mass. A liquid pipe carries 10 times as much mass. 10 kilograms. So it doesn't even matter if you're using ethanol here. If you're using a liquid that has a very bad specific heat capacity, it will still work in this scenario because you're cooling 10 times with 10 times the amount of mass that's already existing. Hey, what's up? I'm an OG player. I saw the game has lots of new content and really want to try the game, but I'm too scared. Last time I played it was way before it had any DLCs. Well, check out my YouTube. I have so many YouTube videos to help you out. As an OG player, I think you'll be fine to get back into it, but I have a ton of videos that can help you. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Follow for more. I play Ani all the time, by the way, but yeah, so this'll keep going. I love talking about cooling. Cooling is one of my favorite. It's so easy. It's like I find cooling to make so much sense in my head. And I think people always overcomplicate it. Especially people who, again, I'm not trying to like down anybody here, okay? Like if you guys have commented on my videos, I really appreciate that because obviously that helps me out. But if you have like corrected this build in the Overly Explained series, you're not wrong. It's just that you don't need to overcomplicate cooling to make it work, right? The whole reason I did it so simple and overly explained to show this build off is to show just how easy it can be. And so when you use the easiest way to cool something, and if you add anything else to that, you're making it better, right? Like if you start at 1, and if you add more, you're just making it better. And that's the whole point of Overly Explained, is to do things as simple as possible to show how easy it is, and then you can add to it. It says, I feel bad now because I'm pretty sure I saw your hydrogen taming video. I'm not deserving of your explanation. That's okay, Fitz. I love answering questions and doing these after stream segments. So I'm taming heat for power, for example. I'm sure you're familiar with this design. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense as well. And Fitz says, I understand why people hate the nullifier now. Yes, exactly. It's just because it's such a... Now, by the way, it's such a small amount of gas, but let me just show this concept that I was talking about, okay? If you don't have this Atmos sensor here, let me show you what happens. All right, so we're gonna vacuum this out. Vacuum this out, and let's just put this to below, so it just turns off, all right? So now we're going to let this erupt and vacuum. Let's say that you've put this structure in place, you vacuum this out, but sorry, you vacuumed it out, and now you want to let this hydrogen vent run. Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen, all right? The hydrogen vent is going to erupt at exactly 500 degrees. It has nothing to control its eruption temperature now, okay? However, I still have the water running through here. So I'm counting on the hydrogen packets to exchange enough cooling from the water before it reaches my gold gas pump. All right, okay, so here it goes. It's gonna erupt. Let's take a look. I don't know exactly what will happen, but it's going to be a lot hotter than before. It might cool quick enough that it doesn't overheat, but you'll see how quickly it heats up. Look, immediately how dark red that is. It's look, if I pause it, it's already 256 degrees. All right. So what's happening here is that the hydrogen that's on this side of the room has already cooled to 27 degrees. So now, as the hydrogen, as we track the temperature, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter the closer it is to the gas vent. So it's 25 degrees here. It makes sense because the water is 24 degrees. All right. The second packet over is 29 degrees. The third packet is 43. The next packet is 52, and it's 99 on top of the vent. So you can see how much more powerful the vent is now. But at the same time, look how powerful the cooling is. So even with this room completely vacuumed out, this pump, I mean, it's still getting hotter. You can see it's getting slightly hotter. By the way, there's no temp shift plates here, right? Not even using temp shift plates. It's borderline overheating. Like it's hitting 100 degrees. All right. So that's how much of a difference it makes if you vacuum this room out. Actually, it's getting really close now to overheating. The fact that we have liquid constantly running through here is what's saving our gas pump right now. If this was built out of, I think copper ore, I think it probably would have or iron ore would have overheated. I think it's water noise. I just kind of got mesmerized by it and zoned out. And gas noise. Does taming include both the heat and the gas? Both the heat and gas for vent? Like I'm using heat to drive a steam turbine? Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Taming can mean anything that taming just means you're controlling something. You have something under control, right? I have I have no idea how many taming vids I saw just to start understanding it now. Literally did everything wrong. One thing though, is it worth cooling hydrogen before using it in a generator? Yes, for sure. Because if you're carrying that heat in a pipe, you're going to be heating up the surrounding area, right? So first of all, what is it? Ask yourself, what does it cost to do this? Literally nothing. All I did is I routed water from my main water tank and then routed it through my tamer, right? Now, if you were to add an aqua tuner to this, the aqua tuner would barely turn on. Like honestly, it would look how little heat. Well, this is a little bit more heat. Remember, I purposely injected more heat into this, but so the water again, it goes in at 28 degrees. It leaves at, it's actually colder. That's kind of, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong value. 24 degrees, it leaves at 25 degrees. So when this is erupting, that's the only time the aqua tuner will turn on. Oh, you mean cooling it farther? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At that point, at the point at which the gas pump can safely suck the hydrogen gas up, you're good. My life is definitely not tamed, then, says Dark Frost. Dark Frost, nobody has their life tamed. Let me tell you, everybody's like a chicken with their head cut off. Where some of us just happen to to I don't know what analogy. I'm trying to think of a funny analogy, but nobody really knows what they're doing. Let's be real here. Even if you love your career or whatever, there's still moments where you're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to do something else, right? The heat can be dumped into a steam room for more energy through steam turbines. Yes, that is true, but I'm showing the easiest, no nonsense method of how to tame this, right? Yes, you can very easily do this. Let me show you what Genru strike. I hope that I said that correctly. Let me show you an example of what Genru strike is kind of telling us about here. All right. So if you did something like, hey, thank you so much for the subscription. RJS. I missed part of your name there. But thank you so much. Appreciate you coming by. We're almost at the end of the stream. I'm just explaining something to the viewers here. So if you did something like this, this could be another easy way to tame it, all right? This is perfectly acceptable. Let's take some water. This requires a little bit more setup, right? But now the good thing about this is that you are able to run an aqua tuner in here as well. So now we start getting into the more advanced setups, all right? So now you can do something like this. You can put an aqua tuner in here. Where's the aqua tuner? But this is like the more advanced scenario of what Genru Strike is talking about here. And he's absolutely right. He or she is absolutely right. You can definitely use that for power, and you can now have an aqua tuner, right? So you do this. Let's cut this off. And I'll even use water. I'm not even going to change the water. Okay, let's take the element out of here. We'll do this. We'll go around this way. Obviously, I'm doing this really quick here, so you probably want to do it a little bit more neat than I am. So we'll do something like this. And we'll go up here. We'll tame that. Oh, I meant to use this. So now we're doing like a late, not a late, but this is like a permanent. This is what you would do when you want to make sure this never overheats ever, right? And you want to cool something else as well, because this aqua tuner will barely run. You want to obviously utilize it a lot more than just this. Where's the sensor? Thermal sensor here. Go like this. All right, so plumbing is done. All right, so here we go. Let's just pipe the water into this like that. Okay, so let's fill this up with water, and this is how you do that. Obviously, you'd have to fix this. Go like that. Put this like this. Okay, so this is a very messy build, but this is how you would essentially make it so that this is an industrialized cooling setup, and that you don't have to use your main water pool for cooling. All right. A temp shift plate is due. Yeah, you could use a temp shift plate. Whatever. I'm showing you. I'm showing you the most basic way of how to do it. But yes, temp shift plate. Put it in there. Put as many as you want. This will work without a temp shift plate as well. But you are correct, Vitaly. You are correct. Killing these names on purpose. I'm trying not to. Thank you for the sip of Eska, by the way, Dark Frost. Appreciate that. I just took one for you. To be honest with you, chat, I rarely ever use a temp shift plate. But yeah, you could just plop one down. It's fine. But so yeah, this is the next step. This is the next step to oh, I forgot to set this, but this is the next step to doing this setup. Obviously, this Astro doesn't have enough power to run this, all right? So keep that in mind. Actually, maybe I do. I have it right here, but whatever. This is the next step to taming something. Didn't expect you to read my comment. I read all the comments. I read every single one. I love reading comments. So that is awesome. Yeah. Anyone who has never chatted, please feel free to chat and leave your comments. I love reading them. You don't have to be a lurker. It's okay to be a lurker in my chat. But if you don't want to be a lurker forever, feel free to say hi and oh, by the way, drop a like. Drop a like as well, chat. I gotta get in my like quota. My like request quota in. Temperature plate serves to average the thermal energy in all 8 cells around it. Yes, that is true. Yes, Vitaly is correct. Yeah, he reads most of them. Yeah, that's true, Vitaly. So he is correct. A temperature plate would help even more, right? So we started, like, remember, chat. We started at 0, right? We started at 0, and then we added atmospheric cooling. So I showed you how atmospheric cooling works. Then we added liquid cooling, just from a regular pool of water. And then we added industrial cooling, right? So this is, Fritz, I understand enough. Thanks, Ethan. You are very welcome. Just wanted to give another overview in case other people didn't. I always have people who are learning the game, right? So I want to make sure that everybody understands. And that's why I love doing the YouTube stuff. I love these kind of questions. So all my videos are centered around like people that ask me questions. So anyways, so that's that. All right, super easy. Super easy. I gotta get off this asteroid because it's gonna overwrite my save. I can't have it do that. Damn, bro, I was a blackout in my vicinity and I thought I missed some explanation. I'll check it out, but sorry. I think I understand enough though. Yeah, no worries, Fitz. It's not guaranteed he read it right, but he reads all of them the same. That's true as well, Vitaly. Vitaly's on point there. Okay, so I have one more segment, chat. One more segment. I promised I would do this. Well, first of all, I promised I would have the hat on. I would bring my hard hat, my work hard hat on. So it's only fitting that I show you guys. Hey, thank you so much. Let's see. Layer Muhammad said, I think. Layer Muhammad said, thank you so much for your subscription on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I have one last thing to show you, chat. I promised this last stream or a couple streams ago probably as well. This is a tool. So I'm an electrician in real life, and I've cut into my fair share of live wires before. So on the last stream, I shared with you guys a set of pliers that have made it through the test of time. I've had these pliers for many years, and I've never once blown them up. Okay, let me blow up my webcam so you can see this better. Okay, so this is my set of pliers that I showed off last stream that do not have any blowing up bits. Okay, so the chat really wanted to see what it looks like when you cut into live wires and you blow up your tools. This is not very dramatic, by the way. I've had worse ones before, but I think I've thrown them out or put them somewhere else that I can't find at the moment. But this is kind of what it looks like when you cut into live wires. You see that little missing part of the teeth there? That's metal, right? Just put that into perspective. This is metal that cuts copper regularly, and it's just gone. You can kind of see it right there. I'm trying to put my hand in front of it so you can see it. Maybe this is a better example. Yeah, right there on the right side. So it's missing a little bit of a chunk right in there. This is supposed to be missing chunks, just for reference. This is where you cut this is the wire gauge. This is how you cut your strip your wires. Each is for a different wire gauge. But you see how in here, this is supposed to be closed completely. Yeah, so that's what happens. All right. So maybe one day I'll take one of these already blowing up pliers, and maybe I'll do a demonstration video. We'll see. It's honestly not that. It's honestly not that big of a spark. It's scary when you don't realize it's coming. All right. People have always asked about this in chat, like over time too. So I'm answering questions from like a long time ago as well. But yeah. So by the way, we don't try to work live. Okay. We don't like go into a job site and say, yeah, we're electricians. We're gonna work live or whatever. No. We don't purposely work live. However, there are occasions like where you're doing a reno, where you think something is dead and you neglect to check the wire with a beep tester, or maybe you check it, but the beep tester's fucked up and it's not showing you that it's live, and then you go and cut the wire and you go, pff, right, and it goes up in your face. Luckily, 120 volts is not the worst thing to cut into. Who would have guessed? However, when you start getting into 240, which is two 120s, basically it's on opposite sides of the sine wave, but it's 240. It's a little bit of a bigger spark, but it's not nearly as big as 347. That's like the next one up. 347, it's pretty dangerous. So whenever you're working in like a commercial environment or something, it starts to be a little bit more sketchy. In a house, you're always going to be 120, except if you're dryer, AC, or stove. Those are 240. All right, so it's honestly not that bad. I wouldn't recommend purposely cutting into a live wire, but yeah. Are fluke tools the best? So I use a variety. I have a mixture of. I like to use Milwaukee pliers because Milwaukee pliers have a linesman grip on the end, so I don't have to have my linesmans with me. Hey David, welcome. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube. How are you doing? Just about to end the stream, so I'm just having a little chat session here. Fluke is really good. I tend to go for cheaper products. I don't always need the best. Like, surprisingly, Milwaukee's my go-to. Klein is really good. DeWalt is okay, but not for power tools. Like, actually, I shouldn't say that. Power tools. DeWalt makes good power tools, but Milwaukee makes better power tools. DeWalt is like the middle of the road, where you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want a good quality tool. That's DeWalt. Milwaukee's like the late game. It's like the if you put it in the perspective, Milwaukee is like the RTX 590. DeWalt is like the 580, and then that's how it works. Okay, kind of thing. Ryobi's actually just Milwaukee. That's the homeowner edition. So the Milwaukee drills are not good because they're not compact. Like, we like to have small drills, small but powerful drills. But Ryobi is basically just Milwaukee that uses because Milwaukee has tiers. They have the regular tier, which is the cheapest. Then they have the brushless. Then they have the fuel, and each is progressively better. So Ryobi's basically like the Milwaukee bottom tier, and it's great. Ryobi is great. Ryobi is very cheap, so it's great for homeowners. But if you're a professional, you don't want to be using Ryobi. It's just not powerful enough. Okay, so Alex says Canada Bosnia tied 1-1. I saw that, Alex. I was very. You know what? I don't understand football or soccer, so I'll be the first to admit that. But I don't understand why it wasn't a penalty for the goalie to come out and tackle one of our guys on a breakaway and not get charged for it. Like, sorry for not understanding football, but I feel like you can't do that in soccer or football. I'm waiting for John to sub to the channel to see how Ethan manages to butcher their name. Well, Vitaly, I just got David correct, so I'm 1 for 1 tonight with easy names. The amount of energy can melt metal. Now got a new indentation for the new wire size. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of energy Luckily, the breakers trip right away. If you're on an older panel, like a Federal Pioneer panel, the breakers are not nearly as sensitive. That shit will literally weld. You can just keep touching the wires together and just keep arcing, like a hot and a ground, or a hot and a grounded conductor. You can just keep touching it together. It won't trip the breaker. But the new breakers, they all trip they're very sensitive. Fitz says, I always turn off the energy and test before doing anything. Yeah, as you should. As you should. I'm not condoning being reckless with electrical. It's just sometimes it happens when you're working on a reno, and you know you happen to cut into a wire that you thought was dead. Have a great one, Ethan. Now I want to play. Have a great one, Weird Token ish figure. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm headed out too. I'm headed out. So thank you so much again for everyone for being here. It was a great night. I'm sorry that if I was a little bit out of it today. I was just had a very long, like, you gotta again, no excuses here. I'm just gonna put it into perspective. Like I do work all day, right, which involves a lot of talking, and then I did a video on Wednesday, and then 2 back-to-back live streams. So I think my brain is just literally fried from all the talking. So tomorrow will be a nice rest day, and then I'll be back Sunday, all refreshed. Wagos versus wire nuts. I would say wire nuts are... I prefer wire nuts, but Wagos are really good in tight scenarios. Wire nuts are just so, like, you literally can't take... If you install wire nuts with any reasonable amount of competency, you'll never get the wires out. Versus the Wagos, you can pull them out. All right. I know it's hard to do that, but you can pull it out. Dark Frost says, thanks for all the hard work. Well, you are very welcome, Dark Frost. I don't mean to make it sound like, whoa, it's me, and like playing a game and talking to you guys is not hard work in my opinion. Like, I do it for fun, but I also do it because I like the interaction. I like talking to you guys. But I think eventually it's just it's a different level of it's something that my mouth is not used to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's like if you're if you just work without any days off ever, you just kind of, your body just needs a rest at some point, right? But I don't mean to make it sound like, whoa, it's me. So I'm sorry if it did sound like that. It's just no excuse. Like all I'm saying is I'll be back on Sunday refreshed, and we'll have a good stream on Sunday. I just remember, like, earlier today I was just stuttering. I was all over the place, and I thought I got a good night's rest, but I'm just attributing it to the non-stop talking that I've been doing. But anyways, thank you so much, Dark Frost. I appreciate you stopping by as always. Interesting. Yeah, so I definitely prefer wire nuts, but there's nothing wrong with a Wago, all right? Nothing wrong with it. So I know there's a lot of, like, electricians are very passionate about the way they work and what they do in the trade and stuff like that. But yeah, so if anyone does use Wagos, it's fine. It's just I've pulled them out before, okay? Like I know I know that they're not as strong as the wire nuts. That's all I'm saying. Dark Frost, definitely not giving you any woe vibes, but I understand, although it's fun and still. Yes, exactly, Dark Frost. Thank you. Appreciate your understanding. But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, all refreshed. Fitz says, thanks for everything, bro. I'll be going to now. Got back to my game a bit before I going offline. Got my thumbs up as always. Factorio Sunday. Thanks. Bye. I know you hate it. Fitz, I will see if I can play Factorio this weekend. That's not the Sunday stream. Maybe I can do like a Sunday morning or something. I know I always promise that, and I never do it. So it's not a promise. It's not a promise. I'll see if I can fit it in. All right. I did lots of electrical work using pigtail joints. Yeah, so pigtail joints are great. Actually, pigtail joints is how you should do a lot of your electrical work. There's a reason for that I can't articulate with words, I'd have to show you a diagram. If for those of you who don't know, but pigtails are definitely the proper way to do electrical connections. It's not to say that it's wrong to do anything other than pigtails, but pigtails are the absolute #1 way. Okay, so again, thank you all for being here. It was another great stream. Lots of people were here tonight. I really appreciate everyone coming by. Let's just see here. Ended with 51 likes. High five, chat. High five. Thank you so much for all the support. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta listen to your body. Yeah, I can feel myself just oozing away. But it's been a long couple days at work as well. Like, you know, it's been hot. It's been hot and humid, and that doesn't help. I know you're a liar anyways. No worries on my part. Thank you, Fitz. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you coming by and chatting. It's so much fun to talk to you guys all the time. So everyone else, all the regulars, thank you for being here. Kevin is still here. Awesome. Good night, Kevin. Appreciate you sticking around. I hope you guys had fun today too with the hard hat. It probably won't be. I use this for work, right? So I'm not gonna bring it home every day, but maybe I'll bring it home for like special occasions or something. But it was a lot of fun. A little bit of a hard hat stream tonight. Maybe I'll buy the Marty McFly or the Doc Brown. That'll be something fun. Okay, take care, everyone. Have yourselves a great rest of your weekend. I will see you Sunday night for sure. Hopefully before Sunday, or a quick stream at some point. Okay, have fun on Aqua Planet. Let me know how you do when I get back. All right, and good night.